Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, worldwide. We are the Titans. Hey,
Yes,
Byron,
man. Yo.
I tell you, so the people in Jamaica start feeling separation already. I line out something for sure, right? The
Yeah.
Prime Minister and the minions, them, they made. It bother me. The man I go around like him a reporter, brother. The man I act like him is a reporter, right? You, as a prime minister, you know, go to people and fly in a helicopter. When you fly in a helicopter, you know, a matter of fact, you have to stay where you're there and make sure the funds are come through and everything. Yeah? The people them where we have, because you're not the expert, brother. But up on the ground, them fear do the job. Me hear Deadman Mackenzie came out and said them have 114 people on the brother. Hundreds of thousands of people get affected. You can have 100 people, 114 or 120 people on the ground. This is unbelievable. People are got dead. You have people still trapped. And let me repeat again. You have people with hypertension, all kind of heart problem and sick. Elderly people. You have young baby, them sick too. Them not have no food to eat because the tree them blow down. Them not have nothing to go to. Think about it, them not have no water. Food and without water, you know last long. If you even have the water for drink, the water mud in them house. But you know why, Byron? Because no road never clean, brother.
Exactly.
Train them never clean. Them have to move politics and you know do nothing. Right? Me see one when me come line up some things we gonna show you know each time we play it in a Byron.
Yes.
We dissect it, you know. You understand? Me see one we jump up and Dayton Campbell just come in. Dayton, so you know so she's a JP operative talking crap. Nobody now go with where she has neither in a better. Yeah? Me have to show you something, people. Me see CNN, me see a looting and going in a Black River. And me I wonder say, well, let me say if this real. Me see CNN have it up to. Looting. 3 days without food. Me see some people out in a Black River that call out. Me have them. Me have them on video. Right? Meanwhile, Andrew fly over. Me see Shaggy in a plane head to Jamaica. Him bringing stuff. If you leave and you can send out a helicopter, it will go with water. It will go with the sanitary things and everything. It will go with food and medication. Same time. And so every real country run, not to go and pose and people talk to you, but yes, and shake hand. That are not listening. Brother, these are the worst government. Hear me I tell you, brother?
Not too weird.
Me have to change that to Agpen because I have Messi. Them take over Agpen. They are not the professionals. Messi Darrell Valls, Pumbals. I read. And we, Digital is a private company, brother. Them have the expert to talk to it. JPS, you have them expert and talk to it. Not them. Not so me are the minister, so me I talk for them. Those are private companies. JPS, Digital, Lime. That are floor. The one of these companies don't need to talk for them, you know. Them may tell you and the expert to tell you when it all come up back and thing. They must show you not to write something. And then impose up. They are playing politics with people like, and let me tell you this. Remember, you know, Byron? Remember, Byron?
Yes.
The amount of house damage on road. You see, even the fund where them pay for, I can play that too. They might get $150 million. About one, I want 60 to 1 where I put it. That's a 24 million. 24 billion. 24 billion can't go away. If we get 45 billion and it couldn't fix no road, what 24 billion I go? What, Byron? If we get 45 billion and it couldn't fix nothing, what 24 billion I go?
Exactly.
You understand? So we just have to tell him, we, brother, tonight, you know, we are show you these things, the pose up where you make, we are stop them thing here. Yeah? Our people, them are dead. You have some people with some heart problem, them have the medication and cut off. We now find more dead body, and some of them we not find, you know why? Some of them living in some swamp area and crocodile there. Where them drop crocodile and yam them. This bad, the counter go down better. And but better, after the storm, you know, you see the kind of liberty around the people that maroon have, brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's dead like dirt, you know, brother. Because remember, no hospital no good in the West neither, you know. I remember they never good before, so them are dead. Back to you, Byron.
You know, everything what you said, Wayne, right? I mean, is 100% facts, right? Now, the Prime Minister, Wayne, I don't know if you have seen it as it relates to his response, right? Responding to the development of tropical storm Melissa into category 5, right? Bearing a wind speed of 175 miles to 180 miles per hour.
Yes.
Right. And you know, the aftermath of Melissa, right? The Prime Minister, as according to him, had graded himself, given himself in terms of his response, Wayne, to what him called an A minus.
Yes.
Simply mean an excellent performance.
Yes.
But what we see as it relates to the thousands of people, right, that being flooded out, right? The primary cost of those floods, right? Where drain system, you know, I mean, over push over their banks, right? You know, the system automatically becomes porous. So many of the communities, as a result of them, you know, totally flooded out, was a result of the poor drainage system way, right?
Yes.
If you look on the Prime Minister administration between the period of 2016 until 2025 and the amount of tropical depression, right, and hurricane, right, under his administration, and in terms of the Prime Minister dealing with them, right, the Prime Minister has not done nothing effective, right, nothing effective. You have drains under the Prime Minister administration from the onset of the Prime Minister administration in 2016 has not been cleaned, Wayne. Has not been touched. Has not been cleaned.
True.
Right?
True.
Now, when I look at some of the drainage being cleaned, even Terry Long, you understand, in his particular area, right? Cleaning drains that Terry Long said out of his mouth, Wayne, being blocked for years.
Thank you.
So let me ask Terry Long, whose administration is in power?
Them. One decade.
I don't know what the message he was sending, right? Might be want to telling Jamaican people that he's cleaning drain, but he doesn't realize, you understand, the impact of the message that he was giving out. Because when you look and see the amount of debris and where he said it out of his mouth, you understand that the drain has not been cleaned for years.
Yes.
Been neglected for years under his administration. Now, when I look on again providing proper shelter, right, without, you know, having accommodation of basic necessities, toiletries and you name it, batteries, flashlight. Come on, this is a hurricane. No, this is a hurricane, and you are catering for persons who you will be taking off the street. Many of them being homeless.
Yes.
You are talking about you are dealing with the most vulnerable, the most vulnerable, right, within, right, your society. Right? Persons who definitely, if you don't have government intervention, right?
Yes.
Automatically they can be killed by that system. Right? So you have to protect and preserve them. Now, but how you plan to protect and preserve them? You know, the government has to define a shelter to us in a way.
Yes.
Because we want to know the government frame of mind as how they define shelter.
Yes.
What shelter means to them. Because to me and you, Wayne, you understand, we live into a first world country, right?
Yes.
A Canada, a United States, a UK, or whatever. Right? They define their shelter as a place where they are going to secure the vulnerable, right? As it relates to a particular thing that they are tasked with, as it relates to whether hurricane or pandemic or whatever the situation is, right? That may require, you understand, that sort of shelter you understand, to deliver, right? Their shelter win means they have basic necessities, don't?
Yes, everything,
Toiletries,
everything.
right? Food, you
Toiletries,
understand?
food, everything after that.
Some
Yeah.
hot meal, you understand? So I don't understand. Andrew Holness has to. I am asking Andrew Holness right now, Wayne Lonesome, right? The Jamaican people are asking him to define to them what the shelter requires. Does the shelter requires having basic necessities to accommodate those persons while they are in shelter? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does it has proper bedding? You understand? To provide, you understand, a ease of comfort while they are in the safekeeping of the government. I think that shelter for me, Wayne, right, should mean persons in safekeeping, right?
That's it. And that's the meaning of Iran.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Within the ambit of the government.
Yes.
So then if that is the case, right? I mean, you have people, you understand, claiming that they have been in shelter for how many hours, right? Days, not eating any food, not drinking any water. This is crazy, Wayne.
Yes.
And the Prime Minister running out, you understand, dealing with his political gimmickry, talking about his performance and rated his performance to be A-. Now, the last, in terms of what the Prime Minister need to focus on, thousands of our Jamaican people, as it relates to the path of the hurricane, many of them, you understand, are inaccessible. You understand, because of the torn down of trees, the blocking of roadways and all of that, and all sort of things. And so the difficulty of getting access to those people, right? So that the country can really analyze, you understand, the real damage, the real impact. Because even now, as we speak, Wayne, the government, you and I, we don't know the real impact of Hurricane Melissa as we speak. Right? And
the impact, brother, the impact have more than 200 billion. Wow. Me not ask them. The infrastructure damage alone run near to that.
Yes.
What me see already, I'm gonna see everything. But me see some great damages. The term can do it, because remember, and by the way, the government broke. Let me just say something to you, Byron. The government broke people. When you see them read a budget, remember them have to collect these money. No, when you have a hurricane like this, because they remember, them have shortfall already. Yes. Line item out there. But him not collect the money yet. So all them go them squander and them thief. No, them broke. The people them are riot, Me not ask, because people are going to dead more than this, Byron.
But Wayne, as I said that, one of the things that I am surprised about, all right, look on the PSOJ, right? Many institutions that owned by the PSOJ, right? Grace Kennedy, you have all, they are not even, right, to say, well, all right, let us show in our hand and give some support, right? And I'm talking about them giving support to the so-called shelters. You understand, for people who been utilizing that space.
Yes.
You're going to tell me that like a likes of Grace Kennedy can't offer a little help. I mean, like Brian Jardim. Brian Jardim is someone who on the private sector of Jamaica board, right? Board of director, right? Again, the Stewart again, right? Also on the Jamaica Tourist Board, right? You are going to tell me, right, that the country in which, or the society in which you are making your millions and billions of dollars from, you understand, they fall into a crisis, right? And many of these people, you understand, who facing some of these, facing the situation as it is, you understand, many of them work for the hotels. Many of them work for certain of the private sector institution that could, assist the government with some help.
Yes.
You understand, in terms of the shelters, right? And we are not talking about any big project to go take on, you understand, clearing road and no. We're talking about shelters. We're talking about might be a case or two case, you understand, of tin food and so forth. Help to, so again, it goes to preparation. It goes to preparation. What's your way? We have been dealing with this system for partially as it relates to when the system identified roughly about 3 weeks within a month.
Yeah.
So the government have time to prepare, don't?
Yes. But
now,
now, Byron, remember they met the opposition tell them to prepare and they met them have to walk out.
Exactly.
The people them when them attack people. But we'll under them to this,
Yes.
Yes.
So we are talking about the preparation.
Yes.
Goes back to what you just said as it relates to what the opposition, right? Mr. Brown, right? Yes. From St. Mary there.
Yes.
Was asking in Parliament was an attempt to put the government, you understand, mind into a proactive,
yes.
in a proactive process, in a proactive mode.
Yes.
Because he was identifying a situation as it relates to some of the contractors who had worked with burial in the burial situation have not been paid.
True.
And so then he was curious of them not being paid in terms of now dealing with Melissa, right?
Yes.
How are these contractors are going to be, having, that sort of aid pass on as it relates to them not being paid. So he wanted for the government, you understand, to deal with that so that these contractors, right, can again, you understand, take on the task with Melissa. Because number one, Wayne, let me ask you. If me ask you to do some work for me from last year, you understand, and
I'm gonna do it.
And after you complete the work, you understand, before you. Right, me not pay you. Now this year, Wayne, when me call if you come do the work, what do you do? Well, that was the situation that Mr. Brown was trying to clear up.
Yes.
But the government shut him down because the government did not want Mr. Brown to identify, you understand, the weakness in the government.
Yeah, but Byron, remember, them have a landslide this Saturday,
Exactly.
And remember people trap,
Yes.
And people have come out and clear it. And him tell them pan that, and him tell them why it not clear because the contractor them owed money.
Exactly.
Big amount of money and them not get paid. So them now come work and clear it. So people them and him say if anybody sick, them shut him down. So you know what him do? Him do, I played earlier on today. Him do him own thing and put it up. Him put it up. I want to show you something, Byron. Make us start this, Byron.
Yes.
Look on shaggy people. Remember Andrew jump in an helicopter and fly. Any helicopter will lift up from a park camp. It have been food, medicine, clothes and everything in it. Everything have money to lift up. Not a guy for fly over and show we. Him is not a reporter. We have people on the ground and show we it already. Him is not a reporter. Andrew, if you go away, he's not a reporter.
Yes.
By him flying over it and come down and shaking your hand when you're hungry. But me and Byron come get a chartered flight and fly over it and come shake on hand. What I do to no? And the same thing with that Holness.
Yes.
It don't make sense to fly over it. More people in the life. All right, let me show you something. Hear this. This. Let me put up Shaggy first. He might fly over. Look, this is Shaggy, brother. Let me start from Shaggy. Right? I want to start from Shaggy. I put up Shaggy as well.
Right, you know, Shaggy should have been the Prime Minister.
Look at Shaggy, people.
Everybody, this is Shaggy. I'm on my way to Jamaica. Just going out with some supplies.
He might go to Jamaica, private jet.
We also have the big
supplies
filled with supplies. Of course, you all know about the devastation that Jamaica has gone through from Hurricane Melissa. I'm asking everybody to help and make sure that you donate You can go to foodforthepoor.org, or you can also go to Support Jamaica .gov.ja. We're a partner with Food for the Poor, and just go down and hit the ground and kind of see what is going on. To everyone, my prayers go to you, and we just have to Jamaica this, and we're just.
So you see this guy, him always a support where I want.
Yes.
Other artists, brother, and everything. We always do these things. Sheldon, me say your baby mother, you not talk yet, but him a flying in a plane. Him have supply with him. Only get up a flying in a helicopter, people short of water and everything and maroon off. In a helicopter, if even drop them off. No, you fly and a land and shake people on. And make people talk to him. Nobody no want to talk to you, yes, Holness. That ain't work. People out for dead, no ramp with people life. From the star move right away upon the back end, people have to eat baby there. Hungry people there, brother. People in needs. Look here, hear this.
These are the latest stories from the Radio Jamaica News Center.
It's at 12 o'clock.
The death toll from the passage of Hurricane Melissa, which devastated the island on Monday and Tuesday, has risen to 12. 4 more deaths were confirmed in Westmoreland, 1 in Clarendon, and 1 in St. Elizabeth. Radio Jamaica News was informed that a woman died in a shelter in Chantilly, Lennox Big Woods, Westmoreland, after the roof caved in and hit her. She
dead in her people. Back. Listen, Byron, you was dead.
News
You were the woman dead in her.
And 1 in St. Elizabeth. Radio Jamaica News was informed that a woman died in a shelter in Chantilly, Lennox Big Woods, Westmoreland, after the roof caved in and hit her. She died at the scene.
She died in a shelter at the scene, the roof caved in. The government said they go dead. Him said them test all shelter was a lie. Remember I played that to the Byron?
Yeah.
Can you imagine them make you leave out of your place and yes, if you go in a shelter and put you on something when the roof cave in for you and kill you? All right.
And another man was reportedly moving house in Lennox Big Woods when he was hit by an object. One individual reportedly developed a panic attack in Lower Darlaston and died, while another victim died in Holly Hill, Westmoreland. And a man died on Duke Street in Tollgate, Clarendon. He has been identified as 63-year-old Winston Kelly. He was last seen by residents of the Duke Street community on Tuesday about 8:30 p.m. drinking alcoholic beverages. His body was found yesterday. In St. Elizabeth, a man died in Forest Mountain after the walls of his house caved in. This is the 5th death from the parish that has been confirmed by the police. Radio Jamaica News received reports of 6 other deaths yesterday, 4 in St. Elizabeth and 2 in Westmoreland. Government officials had said they were bracing for reports of casualties following.
All right, so we can move that, Byron. I'm going to play this before we talk. This middle show Shaggy fly in with goods.
Yes.
And you fly with empty hand. See me here, I say to the people them now, if this makes sense. Look here.
With the destruction, but from what I've seen and the interaction, the people
You sit down where you're there, you see it, Andrew. You don't need to do this. And I'm going to let's place. Look on this. Look
here are strong, resilient, and positive. The electricity grid of Black River is totally.
When you tell me you're a reporter, brother, that's why we have TVJ and I want to do the sky and see if him out there do reporting. We don't need if we don't have reporting, brother. You leave where look at
wiped out. Telecommunications, we have seen 1 tower damage. We are not certain if the other one is operable. So the entire infrastructure and everything needed for the convenience of.
Brother, me never know you work with TVJ now. So this is when to go up female, Byron. This guy, no, it's serious, brother. This guy take up them say 19, and them find 19, but they know we know 90. It will go more than that. Some of them crocodile can name them. Me I go show you, Byron, how people are behave right now. This is a Black River. You ever talk about resilience? Let me show you 2 videos. Look on the resilience, Byron. That man never go away, you know. I'll be a foolish system talking about that. Black River, I'm go to Black River. I want to show you the Black River thing, brother. Because this guy, more serious. Let me see where I put it in now. All right, let me see this. This is death and destruction. All right. I'm going to find this. All right, this. See, all right, I'm going to look on this now, Black River. This, I 2 of them have up here, Black River looting. All right, look on this. When I look on this. This. I want to say that. I'll show you the next thing with that, you know.
Conditions here are devastating. Catastrophic is a mild term based on what we are observing here. We are immobile.
By the way, you know, because they proceeded right now the town is up to, you know, 3/4 fear house card. She get to come out and say there's about the whole of fear house shop where I have some family. For them place wake up down in a Black River town itself. See, so they mash up to me and people mash up down there. But our lives, I talked to her before, but her phone in and out because she get to reach a Spanish town her data. See? Yes. So I'm gonna show you what going in the town. Watch this again. Let me see this. I want to show you the next one there, so in the town. I'll show you the people that show off the things them proper. I'll show you what the people them did I said before. Right? So when the people them show off the thing them, yeah. Find this. Three days, if you look upon it, mark 3 days them not eat. You see what them do? See where I do that? You see it? No food, brother. So you have this white spread over Jamaica too, you know. Because when you eat today, you eat tomorrow, you don't have nothing to eat. Now make you hear what them say right here, so. Now I'm give a video and you hear what them say right here, so. Front of this. Them video that too. Yeah. Alright, so that video too. Yeah. 3 days. And then one is a fly up and down in a helicopter, my brother. And I tell you about aerial shot. Him turn reporter. We don't need one to show you because we have reporter up on the ground. Alright, let me find, you know. Let me find that one here and show you. Let me show you that one where the man said this, so out this, all right? Black River. Let me see that one here. See what the man said, same place I know, brother. Look on this.
Active. Andrew, let's rough or senti. So I go on and I tear down in town. Police them they are going to lock off still, but hungry or liquor now, you know. People are mad. Is it active? Andrew, let's rough or senti. So I go on and I tear down in town. Police them they are going to lock off still, but hungry or liquor now, you know. People are mad.
Okay, all right. This are happen more and more. Because let me tell you this, when people don't have no water and them are come out in like this, them in a mud, them in a everything. When you're flying a helicopter, it should have full of supplies. One helicopter can't do it. Can you have no way for driving in? Not for go and come off and pose and you couldn't shake my hand. You're not a reporter, sir. No other country do this. Yeah? No other country do this, Byron.
When the video that you have just showed, right? I know that, yeah, you have people who will define it as pilfering, but what I see there is an act of survival.
Of course.
It's an act of
They're lucky in brother. They maroon off.
Because when you have, and I'm not trying to justify anything else, but what I have seen there is an act of survival. Because look, where are they going to get food from being marooned 3, 4, 5 days?
You're dead. And the hospital not good.
I want people to,
you know.
Yeah.
And so everybody in the sick.
Exactly. So, as I said, I don't want people to believe that I am okay. I'm trying to justify pilfering. But ask yourself the question, right? For those who believe that, okay, all right, I want to call it whatever they want to call it. Ask yourself the question that if you are marooned, right, for 2, 3 days, having no food, having no water, and you find yourself in that situation, what would you do?
You do the same thing. When animal hungry with them, do better.
Well, so I am saying that as a result of this administration response, you understand, which is a failure, a gross failure.
Yes.
It forced the people to do what they are doing, because at the end of the day, right, you can't having people going for 2 to 3 days without food.
Yes.
And water.
Yes.
Now, if you look at the damage, you know, you understand where a lot of people cut off, you know. Right? People, all right, you have even a stretch of area measuring like 2, 3 miles. You understand where people have to, a young lady and her daughter, right, have to walk, right, from miles to miles to get to her mother. And I'm saying for other people who in an area, right, them food run out, right, they don't have no food, right? I mean, come on. What is going to happen? And as being said, you're going to have more dead people being recorded.
Brother.
You understand? What happened to those who really marooned? And Andrew Holness' so-called effort has not reached to them as yet.
No.
And we ask the question, when will they reach to them? When will they reach to them? Today is Friday. Today is Friday. And people who trapped within those space.
Yes.
We have to consider, how are they eating? How are they surviving there? And so then, I mean, look, whatever Andrew Holness believe that him can PR him way out of this, you know. Because everything that he does, it's all about PR, no real work. No real work. Even as it relates to Andrew Holness having a mandate for the general election, him PR him way out of it. Don't have a real mandate. So this is the Prime Minister, this is look here, Jamaica. And you know, Wayne, let me tell you something. The Bible says, Wayne, that when you have a wicked ruler ruling over the people, guess what? The people perish.
Of course.
And that is
again, Byron. Byron, may I ask again?
Yes.
If you a leader of a country, if you lead by example, the people them hungry, the maroon off. You know, I'm going to the helicopter that are your space. That can hold some more food. Then if I eat up there, we have to find them now and I do supply. Remember, I can't give people a little back, so you know, that I eat off one day or two. Them not have no gas, most of them lose everything, them house gone. It's gone. So right now, if you think about survival, we have enough women in the thing. Them and visit them what time. Them not have no sanitary nothing. Them not have nothing. So them not just they sting germs that catch them. If them sing the hospital mash up by the way, and them maroon off. These are evilness. We no want to see a guy post like reporters.
Wayne, apart from
no
apart from people,
no
apart from people being maroon. Remember that St. Elizabeth, you know, is overpopulated also by crocodile, you know.
That me I talk about, and them are gonna eat them. The man
Can you imagine?
I walk in at night. No light other than night there, no people. People the phone not up. So you walk and all right, you see like how the storm gone now, crocodile out in the night and them come on land too. You know say you can walk in at them that you can get draw away. More people are missing. You understand? You have community maroon half them can't come out dead. You have people by one way. Right now them not doing no dialysis.
Yes.
Some are dead, you know. The hospital, most of that gone, about 90% of the hospital gone. See, me I can play phone now where the ambulance them stuck. You know the one them where them use from hospital to hospital, the little E20 van. Them stuck, people have to push them. Remember they don't have no nurse really look about nobody if you have a heart attack or thing, you know. People going dead more. This after the storm, you can find more people are dead. You understand? More people go and die. So if you fly over there and up on TV every minute, like your reporter, blah, blah. That now chop it and Joe. All they do is go pose and chat about, look at, this is Fox News. We have Fox News, you have we there, so. We have Fox, we have so much people have put up thing already. Why Andrew go there and I tell we drop down? We are seat already. You have to make something happen. Brother, we are see the whole of this. What we do, brother? We not see it already, we not show them. Well, Andrew show where we have it already, you know. This is a goddamn disgrace. Look on this, brother.
Rescue team.
Yesterday we forget rescue team. No.
So you need
Montego Bay, that's where you are.
What is it?
Catherine Hall.
Catherine Hall?
Catherine and Hall.
Hall, okay. All right. Ready? We are in Catherine Hall in Montego Bay, not too far from the sea, and this entire area was ravaged by Hurricane Melissa. They had flooding and now the residue of mud up and down the streets. And if you look at the aerial video, you see the caked mud and water still residing. The large stadium just outside of this neighborhood is completely inundated with water and mud. And so there's frustrations actually on the street. And I'm just going to kind of get a feel for this. They would like the government to come in here and try to help them with this pickup right now. As you see, we'll have to be quite careful here. What is the situation here right now?
Look here. Out of all the house that is coming from you.
Jared, come here.
Come here. Come.
We're going to walk through into one of these neighborhood streets. Be careful. Caked with mud, as you can see as we're walking into it right now. This is quite deep, unfortunately. People walking through. And it's a complete mess right now here in Montego Bay. I have to be very careful because of how deep this mud is. Yes, sir. Extremely nasty. Yeah, it's unbelievable. This is a bedroom right now full of mud as the water rushed into here.
A lot of water, man.
How much water was in here at one point?
No water first.
No, how deep was it at one point? Yeah, I know it is. So it looks like the water line was about a foot, but it's just completely soaked in mud. 12 feet down these roads? Let's walk out here and take a look. Very fluid situation.
That's where the water comes. Look.
Jared, look at this. Jared, look. You see this? This is the water line right here. That's unbelievable.
My door can't. This can't.
Excuse me, three children I rescued last night. Their parents just flung them over the wall to me.
Only two.
3 children?
Yeah, because the flood was rising, so they rather stay in the flood. I took the kids in there in my house and I don't know where the parents are.
Are the kids okay?
The kids are good. I have a daughter. They're playing right now.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I need to show you over here.
Okay, let's
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Let's go look. This is just a complete disaster.
Take your time.
Absolutely. Just the amount of mud and the mess and the debris is remarkable up and down here. People had to run upstairs. Jared, take a look up here. So we're walking through the mud. Oh, this is very, very deep.
That's where the water was. That second step to go up, there were 2 more steps. So you can note that.
So it went all the way up here.
Yeah, the only 2 steps were left before it became totally inundated.
No power right now,
No
obviously.
power. And we need water because this is going to get tough soon. You see that?
What are officials telling you,
There's
if anything?
no response from morning from anybody. No
Nobody.
representative.
Nobody.
We didn't
Nobody.
get drinking water, nothing like that.
Nobody.
My God, and you're right.
no
This is going to
drinking
turn
water.
into
My
cake.
feet.
Exactly.
Look. How we gonna
Everybody.
live? How we gonna live?
Are the
Look
kids?
in here. The kids are up here.
They're up here. Can we walk? Can we walk up here? Is it safe?
Go
No,
ahead.
go down here
Oh,
first.
go down
Go
here.
back down here.
Go down. Okay. We'll walk through here right now and see. And I just want to get a sense for the living conditions right now. And by the way, for anyone watching this is a very raw and fluid situation, as you can tell. It's quite unbelievable. You see that, look at the darkness and the water coming in here and breaking apart all of their belongings, and now a just complete mud
Family memories,
disaster.
everything. Washing machine, freezers, we lost all our meat. We have no food and water.
With no food and water.
That's one of the biggest things. If we could get some food and water right now, because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't have running water. It's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
Crazy.
A question.
The water was up to here when we were rescuing people last night.
You literally were taking people
I
out.
was on this wall. We helped her and her husband over the wall.
We're gonna go to one other place. Come on, Jared, let's follow. I appreciate you talking to me. Thank you. What is your name?
My name is Sasha.
Sasha.
Yes.
Robert Ray.
Yes.
Good to meet you.
And I believe in social reform, and something needs to happen because we cannot continue to live like this, okay?
Yes, well, I appreciate you talking to us, and I hope you guys are okay in the coming days, because this is nothing short of a disaster. Yeah, 800 houses.
800 houses.
800
One
houses.
over there. Look at it over there.
Indeed, indeed. I want to walk up and down here real quick.
Look at that one.
Yeah, let me just walk this. Okay, we'll take a look over here.
Look at this one.
Sure. Just a complete mess right now. And Jared, let's just take a look. My goodness.
I mean, no sense for that.
Man, furniture turn over. Not even water inside to clean. Everything wet up.
Jared, go ahead and show the inside of this.
I don't open my window. My room.
Unbelievable.
My room is don't open.
Remarkable. This is just going to take forever to get cleaned.
Oh, man.
And you need help. You can't do this by yourself.
Machine, TV, wet up, everything.
Unbelievable.
I don't.
Let's walk up and down the street, Jared.
I don't open my room.
Yeah.
I don't open it.
I tell you what, we're going to walk up this street because I want to show the viewers, the rest of it. Okay?
My friend.
Yep.
We need just some compassion. Deal with the victim what happened.
Yes.
It's like we don't have pressure nobody, but we just need things to just come together.
I know.
And help one another.
We're going to get this out so people can watch it and aid can hopefully come in. Okay,
Okay, man.
So we're just going to show the rest of the street, but I thank you very much.
Okay.
Come on, Jared. Be careful. Jared Maloney, meteorologist and field producer behind the camera right now, as we're just going to be very careful while walking through this. And we might as well experience this with the residents here because this is the only way to show the ground truth. We're going to take 1 second. Let me show them the street here real quick. Jared, come with me, if you could, as I literally make my way through this neighborhood. 800 different apartments and homes in here, and up and down you can see power lines that are broken, huge palm trees like up there that have fallen on the buildings, and mud up and down the street. This is going to be an incredibly long recovery. Number one, they need to get power restored. They need food and water and other resources, as you heard so many of them say. For the time being, Robert Ray reporting here in Montego Bay. Fox Weather.
The phones are not working.
No.
Wayne,
Yeah, better.
we can talk on this because Wayne, that's the era where I am from.
Whoa.
So I am privy to talk on this.
Yes.
Let me tell you what happened with this.
Yes.
And so then Andrew Holness upset me when he talk about A1, A- performance. Upset me. And it's a disrespect to our people.
Yes.
Because you know what? He undermined the intelligence of our people. It's very disrespectful in terms of what he said as it relates to this A minus response. Well, we are showing him. Now let me tell you what happened with. Right in that area, you have the Barnett River.
Yes.
So I'm going to name it out for Andrew. Right? That river stretch all the way, you understand, from way up in Garland, come straight down and extend itself through the entire Barnett and Catching All area going into the sea. You have also what collided with that. You have the Irwin Gully, for people who know what I'm talking about. You understand? Also, it's going to collide with that. You have the Barnett Lane drain system, right? So you have 4 different entities which, as it relates to the Barnett Lane drain, the Irwin drain, right, the Barnett River, and the Irwin Gully. So the community catching all as a result of Andrew Holness' administration for many years. That's why I asked Andrew Holness, Jamaica people, right, locally and in the diaspora, I'm asking Andrew Holness to come out and tell Jamaican people, right, how many times his administration had cleaned the Barnett Lane drains. How many times his administration has cleaned the Irwin drains. How many times, right, as it relates to the amount of garbage and all of them things that were, come on, man, over the Irwin Gully, all the debris and all of them things there, everything that you see are Catching All, right? All of the bunking that overrun, right? Gone into the community, logging. You see damaging people in place?
Yeah, man.
Eh? You are going to tell me now that if a government, you understand, fully prepared, the community would be like that. The community would be like that. And he has the other city, you understand, walking through the community. Eh? As the other city, walking through the community with Long and Shaggy coming to Jamaica to show you how insensitive this man is. Wayne, look how insensitive this man is. This man took a helicopter, flew over St. Elizabeth and other areas.
Yes.
Right? And I mean, he's so insensitive that he can't say to himself, say, okay, all right, let me travel with 2 or 3 helicopters in terms of basic food and water. You understand? The people. Him can't think that in our head.
Yes.
Him can't think that in our head to show you how insensitive and wicked and cruel this man is. No, Shaggy, hold on. Shaggy is not the Prime Minister.
No.
Shaggy is not the Prime Minister. And Shaggy looking at himself to show you that, look, God, as it relates to the love that Shaggy is giving out to the Jamaican people. Because Andrew Holness, you can't find that the love there in Andrew Holness. Remember, say Andrew Holness, and we are not hesitating. Andrew Holness is robbing from the Jamaican treasury. So he's not going to love in a female. He's not going to love for the Jamaican people. But Shaggy, a private jet, you understand, travel with food, water, another, you understand, necessities to give to his brothers and sisters. Shaggy's not the government. But Shaggy cares. Shaggy cares. Andrew Holness, no care. PSOJ, no care. Right? The business group of Jamaica. Are they looking at the situation as it relates to what affect many of these people who are working for them? Many of these people who are affected, particularly in the Catching All area. Majority of them work in the hotel space. Many of them who are affected work in the hotel space. And you're going to tell me, my God, man, no conscience whatsoever? Eh? No. I am glad as it relates to the opposition 2018. And let me say to the opposition, every single donation, every single dollar, as a matter of fact, me don't want to know watch the dollar, you know. And the dollar I want to know for watch, you know, I want to know watch the cent. Every single cent in donation being recorded, being processed, being monitored, being let me drive that woman over here. Let me drive that woman. Because if Andrew Holness administration believe that whatever help we are getting in, they have them coming in because of him. They have them coming in because of you, Andrew Holness. You understand? Number one, we want to get you out of the government. You understand me? I say you fear Jamaica. The help is not coming in Jamaica because of you. The help is coming into Jamaica because of the culture of Jamaica. The people. Right? Jamaica stand on itself as it relates to the culture. We are a melting pot. So you don't believe. You understand that help is coming into Jamaica because of you. Majority of us want you out of power. You are no good for the country. And the longer you stay there, God is going to show you more sign. You are getting all the sign from the natural mystic. Right? Because when you have a wicked and corrupted government, the people suffer, the people punished. You can't lead us out of bondage and poverty and Holness. Your statutory declaration uncertified speaks about the signature of you and what you are capable of. Donations that you have gotten. The Integrity Commission investigators found where you have converted, right, that charity money to your personal use, Andrew Holness. So you cannot be trusted. You remember when Shaggy have his foundation and Shaggy collecting charity money? Shaggy had done the right thing not to hand over the money to the government because what? Shaggy is in fear. Shaggy is fearful to know the fact that if he handed over the money to a kleptocratic government like you, Andrew Holness, the money is going to be missing. So, Andrew, we are asking you if you can resign for us. The amount of Jamaican would be smiling. Even in the midst of the hurricane, walk and go on, left me alone. You are no good to us, absolutely no good. Right? And when we are talking with bare truth. Anybody who want to come out from the come. We are talking with evidence.
When they go, mistake. When they come out for Yango, them can't come out for no body when the truth attack, brother. So now if tell them that I'm feast, so them are invited. You know nobody come on here. You know what we not play. So when Mystic say anybody want to come out for him come, you know go quarter and catch.
Yes.
When
tell them to
speak the truth.
Tell them to catch, my brother.
Yes,
but
brother.
we are talking about, you understand, the corrupted government.
Yes.
Like suffer the people. When we look and see Jamaica, the condition today, yes, we are in an hurricane belt. But if the government did prepare, if the government was doing what the government ought to do, right? The level of corruption, that alone burden down any barrier of protection. The level of corruption that Andrew Holness done in Jamaica, that alone lit down all barriers of protection. Because the corruption extended to money being not able, you understand, to deal with drains, cleaning of drains, and so forth, which have a ripple effect. Now, Wayne,
Yeah.
remember, you know, we were struggling as it relates to food security before Hurricane Melissa, you know. Don't we?
Yes.
We were struggling with food security.
Of
Now,
course.
Wayne, I want to ask Jamaica now. How you think we are going to deal with food security going forward, Wayne? I look at one of the clips, Wayne. I look at one of the clips, and roughly about 2-3 miles long. The amount of banana tree licked down in a St. Elizabeth. The amount of farmlands damaged in a St. Elizabeth. St. Elizabeth is the food basket. You understand? So the agricultural sector just crush up and fall up. People are going to suffer. Die for hunger. People are desperate. Desperate. You think you can use PR and do what? You think PR can fool people belly like you're going to catch you now? You understand? And a chat, you're hot here. You think anything we say, you think people belly full? How does you, as it relates to what Lonesome is asking, you traveling to Katrina, and in the future, any other place that you are going to travel, how does that travel benefit those areas? Tell us, Andrew Holness. Tell us how it benefits those areas.
Can't, brother.
You are going to travel, and you are going to say, well, remember, you know, at your disposal, you have how many army vehicles that you can load with basic food items. You're a billionaire, you know. You're a billionaire on the backs of the people. At least give them back some of the man. Give them back some of the money where you take, man. Give them back some of the money where you take. You can't complain on that. Over to your Lonesome.
All right, so we're going to meet them with something again. But I'm going to talk to our brethren from down in Amobie. Because Mrs. Sheldon asked about, well, Sheldon, where you asked about again? Sheldon asked about film side. Let me just see it, you know. Where you side them Norwood? Yes, sir. How are you doing, sir? Fam, how are you doing? Can you hear me? Yes, may I hear you? Pat, me see you. Yeah, man. May I hear you, sir? Pat, rise.
Yes, my brother. Up, mystic, up, Lonesome. There, man.
There, Pat, rise. Hold on, Pat. Let me talk to the brethren. Yeah, brethren, where you say now?
What me I say? Me not down there still enough.
Oh, you're not down there. You hear anybody from Norwood, though?
No, me not hear nothing from Norwood. Nobody from Norwood.
Because
I hear from nobody from Cambridge and them places either. I have family down there. Cambridge, no hear nothing.
When me hear from me hear from Dimple, one of my cousins there from in a Black River, and she, you know, she get out. But her house 3/4 that gone in the town of Black River, knock off completely. So she had daughter now in a Spanish town, get to creep out, and her son, him up here, so him come up, you know, yes. So him not down there, so thank God. But me have some other family member, me not touch them yet. Me have call her back when me done the show and talk to her and say if them all right, like on Uncle Cliff house. Because maybe all that gone too, you know. Because me see the one, I in a Black River them living up. So me see the one of that mash up. So me have blood relative down there, man. See? Yeah, so, you know, when me see them, I have to call her and she tell me she mash up. But her life spare, I feel good, but we have a cousin and another family member where one if them all right. But you know, we don't make a bag of nice, them have to build back. Because if life spirit good and them get out. Because if you don't get in a dark crocodile and you know, then enough down there. Yeah, I tell you. Anyway, yes, man. Let me talk back to you still, because I just want to know this year. Let me do something because light tight and just sweet. So we're going to blaze some fire. Yeah? All right, sir. Yeah, man. You're lying. So
yes,
hear this now. We have to blaze the fire because some people, when we say hungry, and you know, I move on like him, a reporter, which is a wrong thing I do and them I do. Them take over a pen and turn it in an ag pen because there be a ag in there. Me no know. Remember, you know, them are the specialists, Byron and Lie.
Yes.
And when you don't know, me say, pump valves attack for Digicel. You can't, that is a private company, brother. So you can't contact for Digicel. You can't talk for Flow. You're not supposed to have talk for Jamaica Public Service. Me have the guy from Public Service CEO, and I'm at the center, I take a time for him up. We don't want him to read off something and depend. You know what them do this? Them a play politics for people come and say, yes, them working.
Yes.
And we have said them to stop the foolishness. Andrew flying a helicopter over St. Elizabeth and then go over there. So, but let me tell you this. You see, when you have disaster like this, brother, people are dead. You see, after the hurricane, the effect after the hurricane when you maroon off, remember, you know, enough of our people sick. Diabetes, high blood pressure, diabetes, kidney, them on dialysis machine. Them a fuck up on the machine and them maroon off. Them they are dead. Me not ask.
Yeah.
Me not ask. You have people who need the medication, them maroon off. And people in them house, when you're looking at them house or run up in them house, because every gully block, every drain block, if a gully are 10 feet deep, 20 feet deep, and it black, where you think the water will run?
Top spread for the land.
Exactly.
12 feet deep.
Exactly.
High in a house. And that we say
Yeah.
6 feet. Because the gully them black. The man not do no work from him come in 2016. And him come the same thing again, Byron and Mist and a melting pot. The man a go around now and I do PR like him a reporter. Him a reporter, I tell you so this drop down where everybody when them video it where I see it, where I show it. Me never know I work with TVJ, I'm a reporter, brother. Me never know I work with CBM. Leave it to them there. Make sure things reach out to the people them now because people are dead in a jobs. Me here say the death toll got 19 now.
Got 19.
It all go up more. Me here say got 19.
Okay.
They might find more and more, you know. And more people are dead after this. Barry G pass off, maybe after this, him then I get no good treatment and him gone. He must have since there, right? In a Sava hospital. But more and more people are got dead. The hungriness are, hey, Andrew, remember you can't stop the hungriness. And by the way, let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something. You see the people that lose them house, it's impossible for you come with 250,000 and a 500,000 give one of them people there. But devastate. Listen, people lose them 5-bedroom, them lose everything. 13 of them live that. You couldn't come and give people not even $1 million. We are looking like a 10 mil, like we like cut the little house them. 10 mil each. Me I look at the people them lose them TV, everything out of them also can sweep out with mud. You look at even $1 million that can buy back everything. Them people are gonna suffer bad. Cause them use everything for build them thing and them are suffer. So they look at 50 grand. That now gonna do nobody nothing, you know. It now gonna work. And me say I get money because Mr. Kierman come get 200,000 today. As them try to make in some car come in. And them make a play it for now. Make you see. Them pledge 1.2 million US. You get the next million US, that is the next 160 million. Right? You will get 150 million. That if you put it at 160 to 1, that is 24 billion. Now you use 45 billion and it's not going to go on road. That 24 billion we are talking about, we have this. That have just feed the people, them brother. Can't do nothing. Let me just tell you this. Came and pledge 1.2 million US. Yes. Them say US. Them carry 200,000 what are things today.
Yes.
Yeah. Them carry 200,000 what I may have that. So may I show it. But like me I make it come in now, but me show this with him when me I talk about people. But we don't want. See him here? Look where we Pumbaa say. Here we Pumbaa say first and then hear this and never make light come in. Watch out.
International airports are now open for relief supplies. We are expecting 9 flights. Cayman was the first this morning. Thank you again. And we expect 9 relief flights into Norman Manley. We expect 2 into Ian Fleming through American Airlines. And
so another big plane them. No big plane can go here in the courtport here. Not more than 90 seater. Unless, yeah?
All right. We also expect 2 into Montego Bay this afternoon.
So the 2 in Montego Bay, I track them right now. I'm showing them on tracker. See them here? Them are come from, yeah, I'm showing now. Well on there.
With the operators of the airport.
And them are come.
Sending from Mexico 2 cargo jets with supplies. Also, obviously, technical support for the airport.
Yeah, you talk about supply for the airport. Come on for this, man. Move! I put up him now and then me talk. So let me show you them two there. See the people, see Trakaya. Me I watch them a come in right now, because I'm ramping up people. Look here. See the tracker with them here? And them this are coming in right now. So me know. Let me show you where them reach. Let me look where them there. Alright, let me show this. I don't want to see the aircraft history. Alright. See that, see where them reach are people. You see where them a fly from? See them soon land. Jamaica water, you see it? We have them all on tracker. Well, them now come assist all the airport and all it stay. I put up Andrew Holness and them bring in melting pot. Hear this.
Executive Officer of MBJ Airports Limited. We are the operators of Sangster International Airport. Of course, we are here on site in assessment mode. And
so the man in assessment mode. Where them two you are the right so. People are dead. 3 days without food. What them do you saw? And this me talk about Byron. Yeah.
Remote for opening back of Sangster International Airport. Mr. Prime Minister, the major damage we have is on the airfield with the perimeter fence.
We are talking about Mr. Prime Minister major damage and then impose up. This is no good. This is PR. Who want no people lives, the one them a trap. Them a take care of it because remember, you know, a people from Mexico own the airport, you know. Right? So we don't want to see him here survive and allied. Them a do what them a do, them a come with the thing for put it in. You're here when it are open more than a week. Because them have to assess and do hear this.
Significant damage to the terminal building.
Significant damage, him say. You hear? But when you hear poop bars, it's just a little touch. You hear this? You hear Byron? You hear the defense?
We have a section where we lost a part of the roof. So all efforts are now underway to restore service as quickly as possible. We believe it has to be a phased reopening, focusing first on relief flights. That is our main priority right now, and to have the airfield ready for those relief operations and emergency flights. Thereafter, we will work on restoring the terminal building and the facilities. We will operate at a reduced capacity at first due to the issues that we have, which is very significant. But we have a lot of resources coming in to restore service as quickly as possible.
So you said that there was damage to the airfield, specifically the fence.
So you said, what we are doing
the runway itself is intact.
Our people them life for one know about. The man can't say this on the news media when I talk to the man already. Not him. Because he might do it on a video like him is a reporter. You see this, Byron?
The man micromanage everything.
Good. And your radars and your air traffic control tower.
They have some challenges with the navigational aids. They're working to resolve that now. Norman Manley is opening slightly ahead of schedule because they had less damage. So they are focused there, and then they'll move to Montego Bay. And hopefully we can get those online as quickly as possible.
You said the terminal building was damaged. Now, you know, look, this terminal building would be about 70 years old or more. It is due for a total, well, not just renovation, it has to be a new building.
It's not going to be a new building like this, Snyder. Not so. Because renovated and upgrade
totally new building. And that process has already begun. Unfortunately, we weren't able to complete it and build a new terminal before being hit. But the truth is...
Oh, yes. A new building a build better, but we're not able to complete a new building before we get it. We not build a new building.
In the slime.
We not a new building a build over the people. We not see the new building. You hear this? Unfortunately, we not get to complete it before we get it. You saw the man lie? Continue.
That this building, as its useful life, there's very little
when
that can be done to retrofit. You really have to have an entirely new terminal. But the points that I take heart with is that you should be able to be up and running, not in 2 or 3 weeks, but maybe less?
In less time for sure. We are working within a week or less to have the majority of our facility back up.
Perfect. Because for Montego Bay, which is the tourism capital of Jamaica.
Man, come on, for me thing. Man, come on first, man, go, man. The man can do a tourism and capital of Jamaica when people are dead. Our family member them are dead. Our friend them trap. For Christ's sake. Leave this to TVJ and Holness. Leave it to CVM. These people come out and I remember, I saw them make money, so them now keep it down, them and push it out. You understand? Lied. Let me hear what the Virgin is saying. You come in now. Yes, bro. What you say?
My brother.
Yes, brother. What going on, man?
Big up.
Blessings.
Respect. Mistake, your comrade from West Palm.
Blessings, my brother.
Listen, you know, it's not only is it shameful, but it's only inconsiderate, and it shows you how uncaring, evil, disgusting this prime minister is.
Yes.
In the midst of a disaster, the prime minister, instead of dealing with the country and the disaster, he takes every opportunity to get a photo op like a celebrity. Is he a prime minister or a celebrity? He needs to decide what he wants to be. Is he a celebrity or a prime minister? But every photo op, he's in it. Now let me ask a question, Mr. Prime Minister. Does Jamaica own the airports?
No.
So why are you doing the
So them are come up here.
If Jamaica don't own the airport, why are you in the photo op? Why are you there?
Exactly.
When your people are dead for hunger, half of your country are washed away, half of your country flooded, people homeless, disease going to take the country.
Of course.
Disease is going to take the country by next week. If people need places to relieve themselves, and you don't have facilities, you don't have nothing to help the people. By next week, you have an epidemic in the country. By next
That
week,
is it, brother. That is it, me attack. Yes.
What kind of prime minister is this? The man have no conscience and no heart for the people. He's all about himself. And let me tell Jamaica something. Don't let this be a repeat of burial. Jamaica people, how much money did Jamaica get for burial? Where did the money go? Jamaica, let me give you the facts. Jamaica got enough money where every single farmer who lost their livestock and produce during burial could have been restored to pre-hurricane status, and none of them was restored. Okay? Jamaica's got enough money in burial that it could have restored everyone who lost their roof on their house, and it was never done. Why do we think this is going to be any different? We're asking the Jamaican people, the opposition, to keep account of the money coming into Jamaica. Also, you must demand transparency for every organization or anyone who gets contracts. All contracts must be publicly published to the public so we know who get contract, how much money them get for contract. These things must be done, and the good governance in any other country, it is done. We can't have the cronies line themselves up and line them pocket again like them did in a previous disaster. We can't have people getting rich off of the back of poor people again in Jamaica. We can't have people getting rich after disasters in Jamaica. Not one politician should take $1 from the contribution coming to the country, and Jamaica people must respect themselves and hold this government accountable, because if they don't, they will never recover from this disaster. If they don't hold people accountable, they will never recover from it. And people in Kingston, you might not be hit with a hurricane, but trust me, whatever those people are feeling is going to trickle down into Kingston. Okay? Because disease have no boundaries. And with the condition of the country right now, we need all hands on deck. This government is an uncaring government. And we saw the Prime Minister in a helicopter. That's so disgraceful. That helicopter could have used to airlift people who are stranded in areas, in other country areas, who have no way out or no way out. It could have been used to drop water into neighborhoods who don't have any water, supplies into neighborhoods. Yet still the Prime Minister fly over the country and put it on him web page.
It is a goddamn disgrace, Brown. If you're number one, yeah, go down there. Hold on the Brown. He might go down there. The man should have sent even the 8 helicopter full of goods. You have to make sure the people them eat. Baby don't let you know better. Baby they're from 0 to what age, you know better. Siblings in there, you know. Better. Hey, some little people down there. All people there, you know better. Eh? Yes.
The people of Jamaica, at some point in time, Jamaicans got to take responsibility and hold the government accountable. They cannot let the contributions coming into the country go to cronies. Every Jamaican who's capable and willing and can do the repairs should be able to get a part of every contract to repair the country. Every Jamaican should be priority to rebuild their country. No cronyism, no outside people coming in. Yes, we will take advice and take the expertise from outside, but Jamaicans are capable and willing to rebuild their country, and the money must be paid to the Jamaicans to rebuild their country and invest in the Jamaicans to rebuild their country. It shouldn't be cronyism. No cronyism with this. Now, see what cronyism does. Cronyism will put on cronies will build road to just watch, right? Cronies will build police station to watch, right? Cronyism build hospital because 22 billion from 2 billion. So these are the things that cronyism does. Corruption only costs the country. Corruption costs the country more than anything else. And Jamaican people, if you don't hold this government responsible for every time and contribution coming in, you will never rebuild the country back to what it was.
Oh.
Your breakfast basket is empty. What you going to do, Jamaica? What you going to do? You going to make them keep thieving the money? You going to make them keep with corruption, cronyism? You can't trust them friends. Let me tell you something that Jamaican people don't know. There's a reason why only MPs are speaking on behalf of organizations and speaking on behalf of the agencies. Do you notice that there's no expertise speaking? And the reason, and let me tell you two things what this does to the country. When you don't have expertise speaking to the country, you can't ask questions because the MP, Daryl Vaz don't know nothing. Those guys don't know nothing. These guys who are speaking as MPs have no expertise in the area that they're speaking of.
None.
So why can't the country hear from the expertise? They're doing the country a disservice by speaking for the expertise. The expertise can give you location, time, precise date.
That's
where
it.
things are going to go, how things are going to happen.
That's it.
Allow each person, each citizen in the country to be proactive and to plan their way out. Without this information, the people are stuck in quandary. When you have the minister talking, he can't answer no question. He can only speak in generalities, but he cannot be specific. He can't
That's
give
good.
media
Good.
specificities and reasoning and ideas to help the people. They can only speak on general issues, and it's not helping the country. And the reason why they're doing this, people, the reason why is all a plan to scam the country. So when the MPs speak, it's chronic. Yes, sister, look now. When the money come, and me control the agency, and I'm me give the contract, and I'm me chop the money, and the kickback have to come to me. This is the reason why all the MPs are speaking for the agencies that fall under their portfolio. It's not because they're experts, it's because it's a wink to the cronies. So when them come out and talk, the cronies know, so look now, him in control, me I get the contract, me I get the contract there. And what that does to the country, it sets the country back 10 years because the cronies will get the contract, they're greedy. So I'm going to tell the same MP, not give nobody else no contract, let me finish with the one and you give me the next one.
But hear this now, bro. Me carrying light titan, you know, but hear this now. You see, I know that's the contract me I watch right now because that's go on. But what people them are dead. No medication, no food, nothing. Me see some looting I go on now. Police are gonna kill some of the youth them because them are about them a loot and them are want to shoot them and tell lie. But though them hungry. You can when a man hungry, you know, and him know him are dead, he better take them something more than stay hungry, you know. And them now come out in 1 and 2 now, you know. Them now come out in a hundreds and thousands of people. Because them now just lay down and die because Andrew won his stake. You understand? Me don't talk. Anyway, me there here, brother. Respect.
Yes, sir. Respect.
Yes, Light Titan. You see where I go on?
Yeah, man. Cause for concern. And I must endorse a lot of things that the scholar just mention of.
Yeah.
You know, a very critical subject. But when we look at Hurricane Melissa, we know it's a major disaster of catastrophic proportion, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, and so we know it is only justifiable for the personnel from the various agency to come out and speak on the matter as it relates to briefing the public. We don't want to be seen, with a prime minister and a member of parliament them speak on the subject matter. The agency are there to speak in regards to what they are good at. They are the expertise. Andrew Wallace is a prime minister, a guy who's not surplus to requirement. And so Andrew not supposed to be out, like we see, doing all type of various photo up and I speak as if say him are the expertise in this situation. Andrew is a novice to what's going on. Andrew don't even know the landscape of Jamaica. Because Andrew has not, take time from the time him coming to office 2016 to traverse Jamaica and know the situation of certain areas in Jamaica. How, critical it is to get to certain places based on, the terrain that takes you into that community. So what Andrew should be doing, is making sure that the JDF personnel them reach out to these communities over these hills and valleys. And as you rightfully say, we drop off certain supply and help people who is in need of medical care. But Andrew is out projecting himself as a photographer and a reporter at the same time.
Yes.
This is bad for the country. Very bad. And so we look at people like Bug Life and Pumvaz and how them take over certain agency portfolio. And we know, as what the caller just said, it's not good for the country because it starts to show a high level of corruption from the outset. We want a government supposed to be caring for the people in the country. Yeah. This is a major disaster, right? And so you have to reach to the people, look after them needs carefully, make sure them have things that can keep them going through this crisis period. So food, water, proper shelter, as it relates to the shelter them what them create. Make sure know them having certain things, like a few mattresses for people can get a rest. And everybody can rest one time, but people have to watch where I go and same way. But especially the elder people them who seek refuge in the shelter, they must have something comfortable for lie on. But Andrew them don't make no preparation because Andrew them wait until this thing hit the doorstep of Jamaica before them start to act. Yeah, them not proactive, them is a reactive government. And so it's sure an uncaring government that is in charge. And we have to call a spade because Andrew Holness, just look at the infrastructure of Jamaica, how them treated for the past decade. To the extent where, it caused a major flooding island-wide where you see standing water not moving because the drainage them block. Yet no new infrastructure in terms of gully or drainage Andrew Holness has built. And they've been building out the country and them not changing the infrastructure side of the country. That need to look at. And so we're calling an agency like NEPA now, to start look on the environmental side of the country and stop make Andrew Wallace control the office and I'm umbrella. NEPA need to can function independently. So when we have problem like these, we can center it at NEPA, head of organization. You understand? But right now, Andrew Wallace have to take all of the brunt of the blame. Because him will say run the thing, everything him out there, him a report on weather, him a report on disaster. Even all I tell reporters say the country I go up and running in less than 2 weeks.
Yes.
Oh, Andrew can come up with such a, estimated time period for the restoration of the country. Andrew is just telling pure lie and talking shit in front of the public. Andrew don't even care who him talk to. Because I tell lie to all foreign reporters and all these things. This is a pugnacious guy who don't have nothing inside them head but shit. So we have to call Andrew for what it is, and caring individual who should not be the prime minister and just steal the election and say it come back to bite him. Because everybody has to know, say Andrew never do no work. Them to say member of parliament, they've never do no work. But yet still them increase them salary. So we are going to ask Andrew now if I no time to, do something about that salary increase, yeah. Because the country mash up now. Can't carry this high burden of wages for these parliamentarians. Something has to be done. The country need funding now to build back the country, and we cannot be relying on international lenders or donors. We have to start do some work for ourselves in the country. Jamaica pay enough tax money, so Andrew Wall is supposed to have money to run the country and run it effectively. We start, see, we go to them now, get look after, like how him look after him castle, because Andrew Castle built, to protect him and his family. I want Andrew Wallace know, say the gully, Sandy Gully, built to protect Jamaica environment. And one of the main architectural, investment done back from Michael Manley father time. Norman Washington Manley is a great piece of infrastructure that, and it must be maintained like how you maintain a castle. Because of it looking after the country. When we have disaster like these, yes, the goal is what is there to protect the infrastructure, the people, them life and property, livestock as well. You have to have proper drainage, maintain and in function in order to take the volume of water to where it's supposed to go. We see want to easily run out. So they want to try clean up Sandy Gully and some of that, drainage all over the place. But that is too late. Because remember, these things should have been in preparation to meet the hurricane season. It must be a framework in place, that put into law that when it comes to certain time, because the hurricane season starts from the 30th of June and it runs to the 30th of November. You have enough time to make plans and preparation. Have the agency them working in coordination, solid waste, NEPA, local government, ACPEN, the whole of them are working in tandem, And so, special attention must be given to the infrastructure. Because right now, because of lack of attention placed on the infrastructure, we have seen major flooding. People lose everything in their house, full of mud, house submerged under how many feet of water, road gone, because what? The water stand on the asphalt, as a standing water and deteriorate the asphalt and the soil. And then it get washed away by Melissa. Because a long time the road them contain water. Now this proportion, of torrential downpour, used to wait to it. It wash it away. See that? And them things that we are talking about.
I sent them a sinkhole.
Right. I remember down in a St. Elizabeth at the same way. Same way. And many places, I would say our bridge with a giant, I show extreme crack. Man. Them they lack of maintenance. You understand? You cannot have water standing on the asphalt and ride throughout Jamaica that you have. And then it create a little small pothole until it turn into a huge Andrew hole. You understand? And everywhere just mash up like that. Because this is what Andrew Wallace government has done with all the money we come in, from various flooding and hurricane, The money there where the people them get to Andrew Wallace have to build back Jamaica, but Andrew take the money. Andrew and them cronies them take all of the money there because we don't see where the money they spend. We do not work in the country. We create new drainage, gullies and all these things and clean culvert and all them. You know, see nothing like that. Everywhere overgrown. And when overgrown full of rubbish because Andrew had a garbage collection in place. So him expect the people to keep the garbage in them surrounding. They have to find where to dispose it, and most people dispose it if they live near a gully into the gully. No, that is as a result of lack of, good governance by central government and local government. You have to tie the two of them together. Because dead man Mackenzie, who is in charge of the local government, him not work, Because him a garbage himself. Him not care about the infrastructure, just look downtown. So if you see now him constituency here, so you think about look about anywhere else. Him tell our lies to the council, them get money. Them not get nothing. This is how this government and its allies them operate. Yeah. Now when we look on all even the private sector people, them not contribute to the people in Jamaica, Because you don't expect Grace Kennedy and Lasco them supposed to send out something to help the people, But the whole of them just fool them arm and kick back in them high castle. Yeah. And I wait for everything to calm. Because them know foreign donor go send in money and the diaspora and Jamaica go rise again. And then them start reap the spoils again. So these people where we see I get tax exemption in the country, it have to stop. Because when we see disaster crisis, we don't hear them participating to the level where them should. Grace Kennedy should be shipping out things, trucking out things to the people. You understand? From the less fortunate communities, help the people, especially the elders. Farmers is supposed to help out some old people with all the medication. But the big bureaucracy people in the country, them just sit down and swell them gut off of the local people, But them don't give back to society. So Jamaica has become an uncaring society under Andrew Holness uncaring government. And the POCJ should be ashamed of themselves for not participating. You understand? They can do much more than what we see them are doing in the country, which is just corruption. A time for them change to a different dimension and start think about caring for the citizens of Jamaica. Caring for the people of Jamaica. It must be a priority because it's of paramount interest that you look after the people in your country. Or your country belong grow. Or your country belong grow if you're going to wait for outside intervention to come to help the people in the country. So the private sector them are doing in Jamaica. Better them leave and go on. Better the country becomes nationalized rather than we have these private sector people. Them too private in our society with corruption, man. And them now do not help the youth, them now the elderly, the people them in the society. Yeah, because I don't hear nothing coming from Grace Kennedy, Lasco and all these major food distributors, Not even now some of them big supermarket chain do nothing, Nobody now do nothing. Wait for foreign money to come in. It's an uncaring society we have in Jamaica, man. Uncaring society. Yeah. Now look at the resource, how it's been used. That's not how it's supposed to be used in this critical time, That's not how the resource is supposed to be used. Andrew use all the taxpayers' money to facilitate film activity.
So see, I refer to this thing there. See, somebody out for dead, and at this we want them to do with it. JD helicopter airlift patient from
That's supposed to go on, man.
Instead of Andrew flying at it. Yes, it's a people
and that is supposed to use for,
Yes.
That is supposed to use for. This is what we call out the army to do clean up restoration program and find people which part them there.
Exactly.
Where people can't reach them. You find them using the helicopter them at taxpayers' money. Yeah, but Andrew have it to fly over the island like him is a weather reporter or something. Or a news presenter. I don't know where Andrew do. Andrew, you need to move out of the space now, man. You get for everybody nerves. And your little cronies them behind you, where the so-called member of parliament them, where I follow PP clock behind you. Them need to move out of the space too. Because them just show them ineffectiveness in Jamaica. Them can't even go on a plate of food like where Peanut Dread said. So the country in need of them, And be amateur behavior and responsibility from them. Them don't know how to mobilize themselves or them government in times of need where we have disaster. Because them don't have nothing in preparation. Yeah. I don't hear nothing tangible coming out of happen, Nothing. Because them never prepare for this. But them should have know, say, and them at the office responsible for disaster preparedness. Where is the preparation? Where is the dialogue between them and NEPA and National Solid Waste? Because they must see the state of the drainage them and the gully, you know. And them responsible for preparation. And these work that we are highlighting is very much in keeping with preparation. Because you have to start the groundwork, which is the drain and the gully. You have to start that. Even when you have built a community, you have to make sure you build something that to take away the water from the community. You can't just build and rely upon the whole infrastructure to take on the new workload. Something has to change. We need to get some engineer people now to go and look at the landscape of the country and see how best them can change it to suit the needs, of the people in times when we have them type of disaster. Yeah, we cover the island with rain because everything needs to be looked at now in a more critical, advanced manner. The Jamaican people are supposed to get some work now to build back the infrastructure. Yeah, this is time now to put the entire people of Jamaica to work based on the devastating effect that I've seen island-wide. There is road to be rebuilt, not patch. There is gully to be looked at, drainage to be looked at, culvert to be looked at, sidewalks and all these things. Yeah, retaining wall down at Victoria Pier, that need looking at as well. I don't think that can take another hurricane battering or two more. It went pop down. You understand? And there are several bridges. I see a bridge in St. Elizabeth. Yeah. And that bridge, you can see where it cracked. That giant the bridge to the road. It's a huge crack. And it's very visible. So I'm asking the authority to make sure we want to start look on these bridges. Because we can't afford for the what you call now man-made catastrophe now. Yeah? Where people are driving on bridge and bridge, tear down and them lose them life. That's a man-made catastrophe, and we can't have that on the back of this natural disaster that just hit the country. I yield back the floor, my brother.
Melting pot.
Yes, sir, Byron.
I want to expound something that you have said on my program, right? And I want to further highlight it to people because I believe what you have said was very important, and I think it's an asset. If the government should utilize it, right, would make much sense. Earlier today, we in Melting Pot said on my program that the government should now looking forward in terms of having 3 major primary hurricane emergency storage facility. One in Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey. And I think that will, use in preparation, right, to facilitate, right, shelters, right, in terms of when you're going down to the season, right, the government have a program to monitor, right, these emergency storage facilities. You understand that they can utilize it to equip shelters, because where this is going in terms of how we see Jamaica seems to be finding shelters is somewhat different from how, right, first world countries defining shelters, because the shelters in first world country, they are occupied, are being accommodated by the necessary basic necessities. You know what I mean?
Is that a home from
food that can facilitate them, right? Sandwiches or whatever. In terms of preparing, you understand. When you are hosting their their presence, right, for a particular period of time, right, to deal with, right, whatever disaster, right? That you are challenging, and I believe that if the government look into what being stated, right, as it relates to melting pot, right, I think that would be a serious effort, right, in start to doing certain things in terms of the preparation, because we have seen and heard of many, right, news coming out of the various shelters, right, and one of the commonalities weird is to the fact that they are saying that they have no food and they have no water.
Yes.
So simply means that these shelters are not providing those necessities, and that's what it seems like, right? And we have to address the situation, particularly when you're talking about this particular crisis, right? And when we looking at it, it is going to take a long time for people to recuperate. And so then for persons, again, who may be utilizing the shelters, right, for God, he knows when, we don't know when, right, should be accommodated at least with food and water and other basic necessities. And that's my take on the matter with.
Yes. All right. So, make we look on the fund where the government are draw down pan 150 million, right?
Yes.
Remember, let's play this, and it give more insight at the liquor fund, right? And then I'm going to show you how some other place they mash up. Watch this. Let me add this.
Is it active? Anjo, let's rough a senti. So I go on and I tear down in town. Police them they are going to lock off the steel, but hungry and liquor now, you know. People are mad.
And that's going to send in over there. They can't hungry and liquor. All right, watch this, watch it folks.
Approximately $150 million US following Hurricane Melissa. Sounds like a blessing, right? But the catch is somebody somewhere just lost that money. Welcome to the storm economy, where investors, they hedge and they bet on disaster affecting islands like Jamaica so they can make money. It's called a catastrophe bond, or a CAT bond for short. And that is a part of the Jamaican government's risk management kind of diversification strategy, where they purchase this bond, which is like a form of insurance, where investors put up the principal. Jamaica pays a premium, just like a regular insurance policy. If no major hurricane hits the island, then those investors get their principal back in full, plus interest, which is usually around 6 to 10%. Sweet deal. If a major hurricane hits the island, however, then those investors lose their money. The hurricane has to meet certain specifications like wind speed, or the pressure system needs to be below a certain level. Those metrics have to be met in order for the bond to be triggered. Now, Hurricane Melissa met all of those metrics and more. So for anybody wondering, was it a really bad hurricane? It was the worst. Our pain and disaster have now become commodities that can be traded, or tragedy has become a trading activity. That $150 million US is disaster aid. It's not development aid. And it usually is kind of like first responder money. It's paid out quickly. There is no assessment that's being done over months, and is usually intended to help with that emergency relief, clearing the roads, putting the electricity back on, the essential services back on, while the country waits for maybe donations from other countries and other forms of insurance policies that they would have held for disasters like this. It sounds like a lot of money, but already early reads on the cost to repair all the damage that has been done on the island will be about maybe 2 to 5 billion US dollars. The infrastructural damage alone is estimated.
That's right. Can you think about $800 billion that, you know? That more than about me. I tell you, say it's not easy. Me that about 200 billion more than that. She right.
Maybe 800 million US dollars. That cat bond of 150 million US dollars will probably only make up 4 to 5% of the total amount of disaster aid that we will need. I know some investors this morning are not happy. They have lost their money. The cat bond was paid out to Jamaica at 100% because of how serious Hurricane Melissa was. But think of all the premium Jamaica would have paid on that insurance policy over the past 2 to 3 years. Who is really winning? Is it the island affected or is it the investors?
Okay, that money catching thing too, you know. So
Yeah,
you
but
go with them investor friend, and when we
Yeah.
pay how much million US
yes,
per year, and you know get so them get that money and then keep it and get them percentage. No, and every time hurricane are coming up, you notice the big one are come 37 years after. Like Charlie to 88, 37 years, then 88 to now 37 years, all JLP, and them have some disaster. Can them carry some bad thing with them, right?
yes.
So
All
if
of
you
them,
follow
all
this,
of them time it was VLP, you're right.
yeah, and if you follow this, yeah, and you go pay it back again, you know, they make some real money.
But
Yeah,
remember,
like
Nigel
that.
Clark talk about it in a way.
Yes.
Nigel Clark did make mention about the special funding where them put in there for the disaster.
And them
Like,
and them friends can make money. But
Yeah.
good thing is come come back again for all the next decade. And then they make back a piece of food. And then
right.
raise it. You understand?
So really and truly, Andrew like the fact say a category 5. Enough people don't even know that. Him
Yes.
like the fact say it's a category 5.
Hear this from me, I said to you though. When you take 45 billion for the spark, and we're not going away with 45 billion.
Yeah.
But 24 billion ago.
Yeah, and look,
What 24 billion ago?
yeah.
Where to go?
All right. The amount of damage that
Over $1 trillion worth of damage.
right, the 150 million pure cat bond.
24 billion.
It's just a drop in the bucket.
Yes.
All right. Because hold on, let me stick and wait. Because I just say something. Because I was just listening to BBC News before I come on.
Yeah.
And BBC, you know them I run a report on Jamaica and Melissa and everything. You
Yes.
hear how much them quote? 11 to 15 billion pound damage.
Whoa.
Now you multiply that times
that.
Jamaican currency.
That after 15 billion are like 3 trillion.
At that BBC
10 billion
quote,
are like 2.8 trillion, 3.8 trillion. Yeah, I tell you around that. $1 trillion with that. Him can't fix this. I'm going to tell you again.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
the cat one is just a drop in the bucket.
Brother, let me tell you the scope on this. That's where I come with that foolishness. People hungry every day. If you have hundreds of thousands of people hungry like that, because look how much people you can just look how much people live in a St. Elizabeth. Google it and look at the population, and you're gonna know how much people live there in a Westmoreland and the one of them places where it mash up. Couple 100,000 people, well, yes, and them kids. Now them all smash up gone. You can't look on them people and give them a 250,000. Them wanna start them to live outside. Me not ask. It can't buy back furniture neither. Even the one them with mud barrel. It cannot start back these people, them gone down to zero. No people lose them shop. Them lose them feet. Farmer lose everything to, you know.
yeah, man. Farmer badly hit.
Brother, even if we send down some barrel now, when you send barrel, you can't just send 5 and 10 barrel and say, you're all right. You have to maintain them amount of things there for put them back on them foot because them are hungry same way. If you send couple barrel and it share up, brother, and them have couple days of food, you think you do something yet, brother? Them gone back to hungriness again by couple days.
Yeah, because you have a great food insecurity now in Jamaica.
Brother,
that it work out to be right now.
Exactly.
Food insecurity. Nobody know where them next meal come from, basically. You understand? So it will need a very high influx of, importation into the island as it relates to food coming in to aid these people. And it must be done through the reputable organization like the Red Cross, because we can't get nothing to the government, Can't get nothing to this government. It going to be done on a bipartisan basis. You understand? So we don't want that. And we know them like to do things in for them own way. So some reputable organization group like Red Cross now to come in and monitor any form of food we are coming to the country. That going to the relief center, you have to have the Red Cross people them that do the distribution. Give it to the government, it's a lopsided thing I go on. Yeah, the crisis is very bad. And the government not treating it like say, well then it's a major concern. Them are treat it like say the PR, them are run ads, you understand? And this no good. Because we know the level of damage, yeah. And when Andrew come and say it I go up and run in 1 and 2 weeks, Andrew was merely focusing on the airport and the tourism sector. Andrew now focus on the people them in Jamaica and them life and how them live. You understand? At the airport and the tourism Andrew talk about. Because at that him want to up and running within 2 weeks time.
That's so this
it couldn't be the entire island.
Where them all go? Them now
you understand?
The beach you go swimming at. They not nothing.
The beach up full of pollution, man.
Them now go come. And
that
then get
no color.
By the way. Then get back treatment because the tourism, them private hotel, right? Mystic and Light.
Yeah.
You pay $400-500 per night. When you book a 14 days at $7,000 that including your food and thing. Then them give you a pastry for eat. That's not done for the Jamaica government. If me could not pay you and I pay the same money and take it off of my card and then when you look, you not pay nothing for me. That makes sense to you, brother?
No.
Come here, some people who are them and say, boy, the people them look, because me pay my money all inclusive. Give me back some of my money then. I'll go back and foreign and tell my people them not, hey, wanna not go there. If this happen to you, them not feed you, them not do nothing at all. Them are going like you outside in the society around here. I pay them for the service. And by the way, Jamaican government get around $2.5 billion US off of this. So if them work at Jamaica, you know, say done. The owner for the hotel for make sure them have a food thing by run. But the people them get them food and get them thing not true.
Well, look here.
Yeah, man.
All right. If we are to let us argue it into, as it relates to, thinking about this.
Yes.
Remember, as I said, in terms of we are talking about the hotels now and those guests who are complaining. It is not the guest's fault to be complaining. The guest is going to be complaining because they come on their vacation and they are expecting to be treated, you understand, as it relates to their vacation.
Yes.
Right? They are expecting them. Where I blame the hoteliers, they knew very well, you understand that, okay, there's a, system developing.
Yes.
What they should have done, right, is to buy extra, you understand,
food, supply,
extra this to sustain, right, that accommodation.
But what may I say, Byron?
Yes.
If me pay my money, me and you, I'm melting pot, I go down, they go stay at one of them hotel there. We have to pay, I will have a wife them too, We have spent 2 weeks. Each of we give them $7,000 US, over $1.1 million. Remember, we could have go family place and cheaper, We have all inclusive. Per night, we have pay $500 US. That's about $80,000 per night. Some people not work that. For a day. Right? When you forget your food now, if somebody want the hotel, don't you have a food like anywhere else where you have the thing in a cold storage by your compound where you have everything?
Yes.
Now when you go on a ship and you pay for your cruise ship, where you do come and show for look food, and them carry every food with them.
A food.
It's a hotel, It's a hotel at sail pan water, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Everything with them. Then the same thing with hotel pan and brother. The people that in this, can you pay for it? So you shouldn't even wait to rent something that you send go buy it. Me pay you my money so you have the money in advance. Remember, I come to your hotel and owe you, brother. You have to pay a fee before I move. So what my service there?
But watch this now.
Yes.
Look at this.
Yes.
And I'm going to give you know, a Bible event.
Yes.
Right? To highlight preparation.
Yes.
That speaks to preparation.
Yes.
You understand? As it relates to the hoteliers and even Andrew Holness preparing for the hurricane. Watch this.
Yes.
If you remember Joseph, when Joseph was in the land of Egypt, and Joseph, you know, associated with Pharaoh.
Yes.
Right? And Pharaoh dreamt of 7 fat cows and 7 mager cows. Right? And Joseph was asked, you understand, as it relates to give the translation of that. What does it mean? However, that meaning was that you will have 7 years of famine and 7 years of grace period. Right? So then Joseph at the helm at the time, you understand, in charge of certain things. What Joseph done? Joseph of the people, you understand, plant extra grain.
Good.
Just like what you are saying as it relates to the hotelier.
Yes.
Knowing that, okay, you are facing a tropical depression, right? You have X amount of accommodation for a certain period of time. That when you look at it, it is going to run parallel, you understand, as it relates to the time period of the tropical depression developing in category 5, which is Melissa, category 5. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to look at that and you're going to say, okay, all right, I have to buy extra stock.
Yes.
Because that is going to affect, you understand, and we have to prepare, you understand, as it relates to that.
Yeah.
Now, this goes to show the weaknesses in preparation and the weaknesses in leadership.
Yes.
Now, look on the government side, as it relates to Hurricane Melissa again. Did the government prepare? Did the government say, okay, all right, we have to have X amount of shelters, and again, we have to provide basic necessities for the shelters. Did they do that?
No.
And then Andrew is coming out on his platform. If I have to grade the government response, and I'm a very hard marker, I would have to give the government response A minus. A minus for what? What did you do?
Am I idiot, better?
What did you do?
Better, when I talk about bullshit.
They've done nothing.
Byron, if the government can boast, remember, you know, all inclusive. Let me ask the Jamaican people, them, you sell outside, you can't say a tourist and call to them lock them in a wall, brother.
Yes.
Them take the people, them money, them lock them in a wall, only when them go out, them guide them. Not even you as Jamaican can make a food. So if me a come in a place, I'm going to pay you in advance. I'm supposed to get my meal and everything like what you offer, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm supposed to shot, whether rain, whether sun, whether earth, my food and things supposed to there.
We want leadership like Joseph.
Yes.
You know the type of leadership we want.
Brother, you're not supposed to pay for something and then you get something you have to walk outside. Are you short of food? Remember, I pay you my money. Me have to pay for eat. I could have tell you, say, remember go outside. I said, no, then. Me know why you go outside. Too much thief out and everything. You charge me now everything what me I do. All inclusive. Oh, me and you feel not up in a hotel. Then me I tell nobody no come back. So Jamaica government will lose because of this, you know. Because of the people them decide say, yo, my treatment, it not right. And them not come back. The tourism mash up. What the government do? You might charge scam and them more money for go plug it with 2.5 billion US, you know. You might charge no more. But as a be for them fault and so you treat your people them, you have customer, you treat them like dirt too. Or you treat your worker, you want to treat the people them who put money in everybody's pocket in the hotel. Remember I to pay them in a Byron?
Exactly.
I to pay them.
No.
So you pay your money, you forget where you pay for. You know, start change that. And then you use, remember the no government. You can't use everything. Me pay you. You charge me for the food and everything. Deal with me right. You can't make just storm come and say, well, through the storm. No, you have cold storage, brother. Yeah? You can have cold storage. See? You make enough money, have a profit. For me, sleep in a one bed, me have to give $5. Me have to give $80,000 for sleep in a one room. And then them want to charge, well, I better be now bed and breakfast then. I have my own food. Them won't run out of food. Not too Pat.
Definitely.
Eh?
Definitely. I said go, yes.
But
yeah, because you what me know. In a case like this, and the hotelier them find themselves in a situation where they have not fully met the accommodation level that the guests them pay for. They must work out a compensation package. You understand? Because you cannot just say to the guests them take it or leave it, because we're in a crisis period. No. You supposed to make preparation. But nobody in Jamaica has made any preparation for the eventuality of the tropical depression developing into a hurricane, which it did and which was a category 5. They haven't done anything because right through the society is a lack of care and a lack of understanding. These people that project themselves to be, of high quality and esteem, they are not working to, solidify that claims. You've seen where they have blundered several times. You understand? Because there's a what you call now grabbing government and a grabbing private sector we have, But them not really put nothing in practical terms to sustain whatever model where them have in place. Because right now this show up the hotel sector in Jamaica, where the guests them are complaining. And there were several guests from the UK as well out there. I don't know if they were affected, but if I can tell the tourism minister in Jamaica, Edmund Bartlett, if any UK citizen were holidaying in Jamaica and having to experience this shambolic treatment, it's gonna make the BBC.
Of course.
British people don't ramp when it comes to reporting. And whatever treatment them get when satisfied to them, that is unsatisfactory.
Let me say something to you, Mystic. You see me? He's a no-nonsense person, Me call my doctor. Online, my same doctor will talk back to me from Sunday. When he talk to me Monday, I said, once again, you must this and that. And because my doctor, anything, well, you make me good here. I just spend a couple of days, I'm good again. But him tell me 2 weeks. Now, when me attack, because I not go in, I not drive down there. The man, I tell him, say, me road. Not my doctor, I say, listen, remember I pay for this, So I'm not supposed to call you. And you say, well, me have 11 o'clock, and when I look 11 o'clock, what happened to you? You rude. Put the doctor and you think I beg this? You put on the doctor, you go. Me not have them, brother, what me have pay for me about?
No.
You think you get another hotel there and bow, brother?
No, but I'm not like you not do that, man.
Go in there and bow. You understand? See? You understand, Byron?
Exactly.
When me pay for something, you can't start change me and anger me like me a crap. Me not gonna do it. It will not happen. I remember me I X out that to me, brother. That is no customer service. So you couldn't use something when I pay you for you give me back some of my money. And then me dead younger like the people them maroon off. Me pay you, me not remember you know, me go outside, go talk to the people them neither, You say me must go out there.
All inclusive.
Everything me pay for it. When I pay for it, me expect to get me no why you no excuse. Me could have go somewhere else. So I could have go Cayman instead of go there so. And I could have go somewhere else, Bahamas, I'll go somewhere else to get some sun. The hottest thing when you go to a hotel pan a ship, them carry every food, them have cold storage. Land it even better for you. Them out there for a week and 2. When them tell you go back pan show, go get what you want. You pay for the service, you get it. Not that to get by.
Exactly.
And I want to tell you something weird.
Yes.
Weird and Byron. So sometimes the cruise ship have more passenger on board than what the hotel them have.
2,000 odd, 3,000, and then them have like 1,000 odd work or more. Carry 3,000 or 4,000 people, everybody have to eat. But
everybody have to eat.
Serve them all along.
Yes, man. I ramp the hotelier them a ramp in Jamaica, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Them a ramp. The hotelier them a ramp in Jamaica. Because I'm telling them they are Jamaican milk out the cow, Because Jamaica is a prime destination that will attract people from all walks of life in the world. You understand?
Yes.
the culture and everything, the sunlight, the beaches and everything like that, the food. Yeah. And what they are doing is maximizing it to their fullest potential, and they don't want to give back nothing. Because rather than engaging your guests in a controversy argument of sort, what should be the most essential thing to do is to offer them a refund.
Simple.
Yeah, I even said to them, we give 50% booking the next time you come around, half price.
Me pay you, you know, and I beg you.
Yeah, you have to come.
You know, hey, me that serious man, me pay my money, because I couldn't go in, alright. For me pay, and me just come down with a card, you never have something else by your card, buy one. What happened to you?
You're dead for younger man.
Yes.
All inclusive, you pay for it. Them have your money feet. You can't say, well, me have your money, you know, but me not buy it, you know, so me not give you. You can't tell me that.
But remember, Ian, what I'm mentioning, Pat, remember, you know, the all-inclusive package would have included breakfast and lunch and dining.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's an all-inclusive package.
Thank you, brother.
So then if they and that is the contract. That is a contractual agreement.
Can't sue you. Yeah.
So we have to speak about a contractual agreement.
Yes.
Right. We not buy a package, right? And they said, okay, I need an all-inclusive package.
Yes.
The all-inclusive package is going to highlight what the all-inclusive package
yes
has. So meals, whatever meals, 3 meals a day, whether breakfast, lunch, and dining.
Yes.
Right, or whatever included into that package. So if you have 50 persons come, you understand, under an all-inclusive package, these 50 persons have the right to anticipate, you understand, the services.
Of course,
that is under their package, under their agreement.
Yes.
You can't say that, okay, the people need to understand that, okay, all right, this is a hurricane and this is that and that and that. Look, people are coming on vacation. Them never come to do hotel administration work.
No.
Right? They are coming on vacation.
You pay them the feet.
So then, all right, if I own the hotel,
yes,
right, and I'm going to open for accommodation for X time.
Yes.
And I realize that, okay, all right, there is a surface trough that developing rapidly.
Yeah.
You understand? And based on the last reading, it seems like this thing is going to turn a hurricane. Now, what am I going to do as an administrator? I'm going to say, okay, all right, you know what? We have to cut off certain accommodation, right? Based on what is happening, right? With this system, right? And we continue to monitor the update of the system. So then if you have 300, you understand, people to cater for, you have to now look as it relates to, okay, look at my accommodation and see how you are going to properly accommodate your customer as it relates to the all-inclusive agreement. You understand? That outline in the package, and then, right, try to meet it. Try to meet it. Simple means that, okay, if you have to buy extra food, right, because knowing to the fact that, okay, you might have a system which part, you know, visitors caught up, can't get to travel because of that, and you have to accommodate them for such time. You have to make sure that that accommodation, you understand, is provided, and customers, visitors who came in, you understand, nearing, you understand that, and their vacation is going to span for 2 weeks and get caught up in the situation. You have to accommodate them as it relates to your contractual agreement with them.
Yes, ma'am.
So then for some people to be looking out and the visitors are the tourists complaining about
people go to chat.
Yeah,
and that you know. When they can't go on the beach at the hotel, no. Them have it for the tourists. When they can't go through the gate, no. Them treat you like shit.
Exactly.
When Jamaica, and when they pick up for these man who are trying to rob and scam something, Don't realize this.
Exactly.
They pick them to honor them contract.
They have to honor
You
it.
can't go to the beach. Police take on off. You understand? And no, a matter of fact, them never want the people to Byron. If you do 5 days, 2 weeks, and when them look, you go back 5 days. Or them hold on for the 5 days money.
Exactly.
Them are lose 2,000. Them are lose what 500. Them are lose 2,500 US each. Them want even ride out the storm. Them have to give back some money, millions too.
Exactly.
So them not really want you to leave. Yeah. You understand?
Exactly.
That's why I said this is not no time for political. Why you don't write this at time about this is no time for political? Yeah? Brother, if you have nothing for write, don't write nothing for me thing, man. I forgot ban you, man. Don't write nothing about this is no time for political. Go ask Andrew Holness. If it's no time for political, why am I politicize this? Why am I up there and I post like a reporter when him see everybody I put up them thing? Why we want we are putting my pint and I show we something what we have already? The people that are hungry, oh that for me political, your piece of shit, yo. Brother, let me a pint out of my people that are hungry. Oh that for me political. You're a dumb Steve say that. Me can't believe this. Oh, you're green. You're greener than green lizard rotted. You're so dumb that we are talking for people them where our man to come out in a helicopter, brother. Our Andrew wanted to fly without no water and other things to the people, them food and water and medication and all kind of things. How we do this? If me and Byron and Light fly out there now in a helicopter and look over and put it up, what does that do for the people then? If we go negotiate them and leave from where we're there, we don't come like Andrew Holness and them.
Yes.
We have to do what Shaggy do. If we are fly, we fly with things. And life, them that we are safe. We know so young baby in that, you know. We know so old people in that, you know. We know so the maroon half, you know. We know so the death toll that climb. We know so disease that take over. The one of them, they poor and pee, you know. And then a mud in them house and think them have the running water. What happened to you? We can fight out these things like, hey, message all over the world, you know. Come in and watch normal movie. You know, I'm gonna tell me this. See, that to break out in a epidemic. Yeah? We not ask.
But Wayne, one of the things that we have to concern about, Wayne, is that as it relates to
pandemic,
as it relates to thousands of people being marooned,
yes,
we need to think of how many children involved with that.
You know that me just say, brother.
Because
that's about political, brother.
Yeah.
Right that. I said no time for political, but you look them a politician. A matter of fact, when the Speaker of the House last week politicized the thing number one, she should have been just a referee. This is what the matter, the place. So what I do? Look on this. Look here. Look here, people. Let me show him something. Look here. Look here, brother. What you right power thing about, man? Make dig up something and show him right now. Make show you the state at the place. You talk about politicize. See a girl earlier. You know such a JLP operative and politicize.
People, good morning. Please to send this out to Dayton Campbell for the residents of Westmoreland.
You know what she said now? She look like something to she? You see what she there? Here I know. Dayton Campbell is not the government. It does winter, not even 2 months good. 1 month and like a week and here it is.
We currently have no judicial service, no flow service, and everybody in Betheltown, Westmoreland is currently homeless. So we don't have no service to put out, nothing to make nobody know we have to walk miles.
So all you put out this? You don't have no service and you walk miles. Continue.
For our food actually 4 hours to come out of the community if you can't get internet. Talk. So Mr. Dayton Campbell, you are for the people of Westmoreland. We haven't seen you, sir. If a helicopter you can take come down in here for people. You want this PNP and JLP thing, you need to show up on and get.
Yeah, right. She knows the government, you don't see the opposition in there, so. And they might them like for it, but the same people them talk about. And you see me talk about, brother? This you call politics. She wants the Dayton Campbell to take a helicopter to do what? I him have the purse. Them just want something, Byron. And you hear the amount?
Yeah.
Them attack ISAT with the same thing, you know. Yeah? So you
but
know,
I want to say
on
something.
the right side, and you come and win and this of this. So right away, she does come with that you call politics here. That
Right.
could be a Manleyites. That could be a PMPRB, no P at all. From the utterance of her mouth, she not come from the government who you see at the Wawa. you know what she up to. No good. You wanna see it better?
But look, listen we and Byron.
Yes.
Just look at who all who were put out them type of thing upon TikTok, you know. You notice who them attack? The opposition.
Ah.
Up your opposition, remember them made them attack about, you know. When I'm not ISAT, yeah, them green.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what them not talk about? What them not talk about, you know, Wayne and Byron. Yeah. Just paint a scenario picture right now. Yeah. You have a little youth in there, your yard. Yeah. And your parents gone out, gone work. Just put it so. All right. But they're hungry, you know.
Yeah.
And when you see your father not come with nothing, nothing too long empty hand. Oh, you know that feel? Well, that Andrea do the people them. Andrea use the helicopter when him land him now, nothing to give them. Nothing in the helicopter for him to out and leave nowhere. And lift up again and go somewhere. Nothing. So as a father, him come and him not have nothing for offer to the kids them. So he's an uncaring father. Him not good for the country. Plain and simple. Yes, my brother.
Let me show you this. We're gonna look on this now. Look on this.
Guys, a lot. So they're
No,
sending some more stuff.
I'm gonna show you to the whole country devastated. Look on this.
Hearing a lot. We're actually approaching the rest house, right? A rest stop. And then the way down.
This is Alan Bamboo. Tourist attraction. Everybody like go to it. This is Alan Bamboo. I'm gonna show you. Look here. Saint Best. Look here. This now, wanna know what? These are sick people who are leaving where the man devil. Look what my are doing at the clinic. Look on this. Look on the road.
Yo, no come in, come do a pump, and we don't want the ambulance.
That can't pass with that sick man in this, you know, brother. No nurse. Not even real ambulance, brother. A little equipment, can't with a little bed. Road this.
Don't push it, man, push.
Stop. See the man have them drinks and a nurse in this, you know, brother. You just put a man and drive him, and if him a dead one at the back, he'll dead. Not even service. I don't have to wait for the ambulance. Can't go nowhere. The people in the Brooklyn know you stuck with everybody in on that road. See that? See among the people that want to do this. That's stuck with the man. They didn't have that. See that? We not have the road better. See? Instead of them talk something that makes sense, them come out, them attack the wrong person. When we attack you, so why they come over here talk about not under time for politics when we see that Andrew? Why you think Andrew do this? Him do it and get where? Him not really get where. Him do it in the pandemic. When Tufton do it, him are the worst health minister in the history of Jamaica. The worst. But yes, still, Big Mama them did not say him a #1 to do what? When they look, them put out 3,700 people dead. And more than that, all nurse dead. Doctor sick, everybody are dead. You go in there, them put you one side, you don't have even oxygen. But yes, still, them they put him out by, you know, and when America come, we can beat him and I show him, say, yo, people are drop off a chair when they're dead. And when America come and say, listen me, travel advisory, the worst system, you know, well, you know, America, you can't just stop because we have to put in our money. You remember when him come out, come talk, brother?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because the media don't get no hold them accountable. Let me tell you something. Everywhere else, when government in, people hold government accountable. And just send out some minion for attack the opposition. You think we're idiot? We hold government accountable. They're not doing nothing. The man right now do reporting. When you look at them have APPEN, we call it APPEN. Where the specialists them that they and tell you, you can ask them question and you're good. When you look, Pump Valves, Drunko Jacket. Pump Valves, Drunko Jacket, Andrew Holness, Map, that Adora the Explorer, and the one of them come down for the what?
Bug Life.
Bug Life. Dead Man Mackenzie, for the what?
Dead Man Mackenzie, right.
To PR them way out. To PR them way out. That's all. That's the only thing they can do. PR.
Yes.
Nothing. You understand?
Yeah,
you know, them level of incompetence, Wayne, right, in addressing situations and the lies that they told.
Yes.
Right? I mean, it's amazing. Right? When you see them tell lie about the PIOJ, Planning Institute of Jamaica, that poverty reduced from 18% to 9%, and you look at these situations, you just laugh at it.
Lie.
Right? And you see how people just buy into evil. You know? So I mean, Andrew Holness, as I will always say, right, is the person, to me, you understand, is the head demons.
Of course.
Head demons. Because when you look at what Andrew Holness is doing with.
Remember, Andrew that tell us say him not do not him that pay down debt.
Yeah.
Fish headless. Here say somebody tell me say run out and I say we must say nothing to nobody down at Jamaica because them a thief. Nobody not thief like the government we in right now.
Who said that?
Yeah, these people family. Why we in the diaspora that get up and send things to Andrew Holness? Yeah, so why would I bypass our own family and friends and send something go get Andrew where them have go line in a line, go get Nidge, figure proof, and now we are send it. Remember the one we come from somewhere in Jamaica, you know? Why we are send it to the government? Why? Government to government, they may give him things. They can't get nothing from we up here, so you know. Let me just tell you this. That don't make no sense to me. Yeah? Why am I gonna make my sister, some niece and nephew, and some cousin and some other friends where you grew up with and all people who are suffer where you know. Bypass the whole of them people there and send things go get Andrew. For them line in a line for him skin teeth say yes, him a do something. Them rap what them a rap and then put them in the back of the line. And it depends on where you come from because if him bag it say it's a socialist area, then them they at the back of the line. Eh? That make any sense to your melting pot or Byron?
No, yeah, make no sense.
Your family and friends.
Definitely, but at that I go on few much years now.
So why we gonna change that for please them? We never know say them are run justice with the other day we not good. The other day them demons say we not good in the diaspora.
Yeah.
So why now when you come to we and tell we and I tell we say our family are thief? Cause somebody family you talk about, you know. Big dirty thinking bug life. I'm no bug life, Joe Stinker.
Yeah.
No, the other one, headless, fish headless. I go say
okay.
People are thief, not say nothing to them down there. Send it to government.
But hold on. But Wayne, Now the same command team with all Dana
Then
Morrison.
one of them are the same thing.
Cause she use her terms of reference, you know.
She use it too.
Wicked and evil.
Yes.
You understand? And I mean, we can't condone this type of behavior from government official as it relates to them speaking out against the diaspora.
Yes.
I'm wondering who she's speaking to specifically. If it's
Now,
individual or the diaspora program them where them know we do some form of these things. So they might be telling the people them not send no money to the channel them. I don't know.
But
That's an ask.
Lied, me and the whole of in Jamaica. If we're gonna send something, we're gonna send it in our area first, and then we're gonna send it out. I know people. The government of Jamaica can't tell we who to send to. We not send to them though. They told us to 19, me here. And it will go up more than that, enough time more than that. See? So them can't tell me who to send to. That will not work. It never work. See? Can we want to send to the government and then put our people for in a line with them when we send something go straight to them in the area. But we are taught so much people. The government should have glad for that. See? Them not have no money for go because them go up all kind of money, you know. Right now, them not have no tax to collect them because the place locked down. Yeah? The place locked down. Baron, what them think them are collect now, them are half shot fall, you know.
Well, all right.
Ask. Yes.
What we need to tell Jamaica, right, is not okay. Apart from the shortfall that they are experiencing, right? What caused the shortfall?
For use and thief, yes.
Yeah, what caused the shortfall? Right, corporate tax is not being collected.
No. And now you have this now who would have go work and think foops. And then other places, enough places get the code to, you know, because they don't have no light. 70% have no light. So some places operate now by run. So them still gonna lose some money there, so not true.
Yeah. So you have billions, right, in corporate taxes not being collected.
Them for collect that now.
And remember, say Big Mama is a part of that.
Thank you.
Major part, not just a part. It's a major part of that.
A 1.4 billion in owe the government.
Yeah.
Also, what I'm doing. Also, Andrew Holness is a part of that.
Yes.
Definitely.
Because you have companies that not paying any taxes.
Yes.
So he is a part of that.
True.
Right? There are some hoteliers who are a part of that.
True.
And so then this is where the corruption twist and twine as it relates to PSOJ. You understand? They're not saying anything because many of their companies, you understand, owe the government taxes.
True.
And so, yeah, and you see, these things affect us.
Yeah.
Because here it is that the government, you know, probably don't have any money to clean drains, to do a consistent pickup in the community as it relates to garbage.
Yes.
You understand? And all of that have carry ripple effect as a result of, you understand, corporate taxes not being paid. You understand? And you have a budget shortfall where that is concerned in terms of billions of dollars.
Yes, yes.
So you see, we have to fix these situations.
Yes.
And while Andrew Holness administration look left, right, when you have the corporate crimes being committed, right, but strive and find every single ways and means for tax poor people. So the taxi man, and me start to find it ungrateful to know that, okay, right, it is the taxi service that caused Andrew Holness to become a billionaire. Yeah. And Andrew Holness is taxing the very same taxi service. Remember, Andrew Holness take 2 taxis, you know, and become a billionaire.
Lie, you know.
Whosoever want to believe that.
Yes.
Right? Whosoever want to believe that, of course, we have Santa Claus, you understand, that visit us every Christmas and put presents, right, in the home. So that is what being sold here, right? So, I mean, when I look on all these situations and the corruption and, you understand, PSOJ not talking to Andrew Holness because Andrew Holness administration allowed them not to pay taxes.
Yeah.
Look at the thing now. You understand?
Yeah, man.
This is why PSOJ defend, you understand, this administration so much. Because Andrew Holness, you understand, who doesn't like to pay tax, right? Continue to rob the country of its revenues and encouraging, right, friends and cronies to rob the country revenue. Now, just imagine, Lonesome.
Yeah.
That you think Big Mama could get away with something like this into a first world country?
No, in Ghana is a long time.
And people,
man.
People just believe, say, okay, people just love chat.
Yes.
And I'm very serious. All right, look on Wesley Snipe. Do you know that Wesley Snipe, you understand, being prosecuted for that? Right? So then, Big Mama, and again, look at it, Wayne. Look at the level of corruption. I'm going to show you something, Wayne. I'm going to show you something. Look at how many taxes Big Mama owe the government.
Yes.
And the same corrupted government allow Big Mama to merge with Vivo, who thieved the election.
Yes.
Because, you know, Vivo, as it relates to Dushyanthy Savadia.
Revo, Byron. Revo.
Thank you, Melting Pot. Revo.
Yeah.
You understand? When you talk about Revo, you're talking about Dushyant Savadia. And when you're talking about Dushyant Savadia, you're talking about Andrew Holness.
Yes.
You understand me, I say? Because remember, it is Dushyant Savadia and Andrew Holness made billions of dollars during COVID.
Yes, yes.
Again, you understand, this guy from India came 2012 to Jamaica. You understand? And within 3 years, this guy get to borrow, what, 47,000 US dollars? How much was it?
450,000 US.
454,000 US. 454,000 US.
Yes. So, yes. So, like 50 million Jamaican at the time. Lie.
So talk to me now. Talk to me. Melting Pot and Lonesome.
Yes.
Right? This guy just came into the country 3 years. From 2012 to 2015. So how the government knew him so much that the government is going to, you understand, assisted him with 450,000 US. Think of that, people. Now remember, again, when we talk about these things and we point out these things, we have to point out these things because these things are a problem. And if we don't fix them, it is going to continue to be a problem. And we have to fix it.
Yes.
But the commonality with Dushyant Savadia, right, and the commonality with the Jamaica Labour Party is that Cash Plus, Orient, funded the Jamaica Labour Party $5 million US dollars.
Yes.
Now, when I come back down now to Dushyant Savadia, it's also Dushyant Savadia, right, funded the Jamaica Labour Party government $5 million. What is up with this $5 million funding?
Contract agreement.
$5 million US dollars funding. What is
contract
up
agreement
that, you know, Cash Plus, right, Orient, right, funding $5 million to Jamaica Labour Party, right? Dushyant Savadia join in, you understand, funded, giving $5 million to Jamaica Labour Party. The level of criminality.
Yes.
The level of criminality. And these are the things that you have to identify and push and put forward. When you look on Andrew Holness, all of the bad operators, as I said earlier, being awarded Lonesome. A Christopher Tufton, you understand, who had performed terrible, who had destroyed healthcare, being awarded Order of Distinction. A Glasspool Brown, right, who had sabotaged many Jamaicans out of their democracy, being awarded with Order of Distinction. Eh? Andrew Holness now, administration, right, who sit there and allow a hurricane like Melissa to destroy lives, destroy properties, and put back Jamaica in such a poverty state, hitting our economy, a damage that I would say would have gone now as it relates to $10 billion of our GDP. Look at that, Jamaican people. Andrew Holness. So you see that Jamaica, everything that surrounds this man is destructive, heavily destructive, highly destructive. Anything that this man connects to is highly destructive. And I yield back.
Yes, brother. Yeah, man. So, I'm bring in 2 more things and melting pot. Me can come in there. I'm bring in 2 more of them things. Because I feel bring them in one man, you know. Because it's bad, you know. This bad. I'm sure what the man I show you so now. Look how the container lift up and fling you. So look on this. I'm tell you, it come with tornado, you know. Them things I talk about tornado, you know. People don't know, you know. That's like that's rip up and do something. Look at.
And wall and blood clot, yes sir. You hear me tell you, brother?
Sure. So what does a container roll from come way over blood clot and skip over a bike?
Brother.
I tell you, licky bike.
Yo,
Bumbo clot.
Let me show you say no roll. Alright, watch out now. Look on your side bike. You see on your side? See it there, you know? See it there, you know? Container this, you know?
I just say wait.
Fly you over blood clotted. You must know say this no move.
It's another thing going to buy one. Look here. I'm going to the cat.
And the container, the dung there, so. And I take all the blood clot, yes, so. Like so. And wall and blood clot, yes, so.
Sure. So what does a container roll from come way over blood clot and skip over a bike? I tell you, licky bike. Bumbo clot.
Let me show you say no roll. Alright, watch out now. Look on your side.
No roll, can't
You see
fly.
here, so. See it there, you know? See it there, you know? Container this, you know?
I just say wait.
Fly you over blood clotted. You must know say this no move.
You saw that thing as strong and powerful, Baron.
Wow.
You know, me I show them thing, you know. Me I show the danger, you know. Yo, more people are gonna find more people dead, you know. Right? They might find out more people dead. And I may say to Andrew right now, when me see the tower down. See tower here, let me show you the tower. We have the tower, Andrew, we're down. Me now show you tower, me I show you some of it, we're down. See it here. We don't need you for sure, me because me have them already. Me I show the me show the tower down. Yeah, come with on here tonight. See tower there, yeah, show a tower, me I show you the tower down. We have the footage of the thing, them Andrew. We don't need your reporting, brother. Yeah. See there? St. Elizabeth, this now, brother. See? So we see what are going down there. But what we have said to Andrew and now, me have to say, disease are going to block out. More people are hungry and them are going to rebel. Remember me tell you this. Remember me I tell you from the other day, me I tell you what going on because after this, remember it might have gone, but for them life, it not pick up back, so you know, brother. No water, nothing at all. Even the black drum where you get them, me think it'll go around and full them. Because enough people that have them drum full in and no blow over in a Byron.
Yes.
But that thing them could have take it and wash out their house.
Exactly.
But you give them the drum, them black tank there because I vote. But in the critical time when them need water, you know, give them, you know, move. You come talk about tourism, you fly over people, don't nothing in the helicopter that no me, but that you know it hurt me.
Yeah, man,
You don't need this space for fly over and show away. Leave it to TVJ and leave it to other people. You don't need for out there. And then you put it up. You have a reporter, brother. You know that there's stuff you got. Byron, the whole of these things they might put up is PR. Other
You know where my
America, Pat. When they play
Yeah.
New Orleans flood, and like the president go down there. Him go down the line after, but the people, them, the FEMA down there work. I be a lot of people who are work, them work. Leave the professional them to work. And you see them on TV, I give briefing. Then after it's safe now, the president fly and him go up on the line and give out goods.
Yeah, him do some form of service to the people. Him, interact with them. Yeah, him interact with them and him make sure him do some work where they call now community relief. Community relief work. They call that community relief work. Them do it. You understand? But we not say and do not like that. And they just go around and post up and photo up and report like my agency.
Him turn reporter now. Everything him report and put on film site. That no make no sense. And then your people, boy, me see him, because he asked the prime minister were doing what? When my people are dead, it reached 19 now. 19. 19. It
much more than that,
like that.
Much more than that. Much more than that.
Right now, you have some people right now, for them heart are swelling at them because them have heart problem. Them have no medication. Me not ask. You have some people that stood up now because them blood are poison them. You know them that go, one of the hospital out there for get the dialysis by Iran. Them they're stuck on maroon too. Remember them live all over the place. Hospital now work. Now them blood are poison them right now, Them are go dead. You have some baby who get and some little one that can't take hungry. Can you imagine how them hungry now, brother? Mud full up in your bed in your house or you sleep. The one them gonna lose it. The water high because no drain never clean. So the muck and everything will run off. It run in your house and mash up everything. And you have walk after about water open and thing. Make the professional them deal with it. Yeah. Him turn, meteorologist. Him turn meteorologist. Him don't know nothing. When you see him and ask him, then he ask some question and I put it up. It's a goddamn disrespect and disgrace.
Exactly.
Just because of politics him playing the Byron.
Exactly.
Tough to do the same thing, So dead man I run out for you, say, when him a hard working. Listen, people.
Wayne.
Brother, you hurt me, man.
Listen, you spoke also about Desmond Mackenzie.
Yes.
This is the head of local government, right? And you are going to tell me in a crisis like Melissa.
Yes.
He came out, used his platform.
Yes.
To tell the Jamaican people a blatant lie.
Yes.
Right? As it relates to payment that had gone to contractors. Knowing very well that that's a lie.
It's a lie.
Then how can you trust this man? How can you trust him?
We don't trust him. Nobody not trust him.
Let me say again, Wayne.
Yes.
You have situations where even in the downtown area,
yes,
right, as it relates to raw sewage, right? That was when Federer, right, was the mayor.
Yes.
And the raw sewage, right, were able to flow in that area for weeks into months. So, how do you care? How do you care? And that was a main area, business area where people buy and sell. And you have the raw sewage water, right there for weeks going into months. It's and when you look, you know what upset me most of all? Because when you look on Jamaica tax system within the Caribbean, Jamaica tax the highest within the Caribbean in a way. You know that way?
Of course.
Jamaica tax the highest.
And the politicians get the highest pay. Not the right thing and the only step, yes.
Yeah, has to pay out everything and you're not getting the service. Look at this. Let me just wake up Jamaica. In Barbados, those taxpayers pay less than Jamaica. In Cayman, those taxpayers pay less than Jamaica. In Trinidad and Tobago, Nassau, and all these places pay less than Jamaica. But guess what? Even though they pay less, they get more service from their government.
Of course.
Think of what I'm saying, people. All those areas that I've called out, right? They paid less tax than Jamaicans.
Yes.
But Jamaicans who pay most tax, the higher tax, get less representation from their government.
Of course.
I want Andrew Holness to come out and talk on this. This is what I would like Andrew Holness to speak on. And this is what I would like, right, some GLP operatives, you understand, to ask Andrew Holness. All these Caribbean countries that I've called out, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, right, Antigua, Cayman, Nassau, you name it, they pay less tax.
Yes.
And get more service.
Yes.
We, right, pay tax, higher tax than all of them, and get no service from the government.
None. None. Not less than a none.
No service from the government.
None. Two, man. Two.
Right?
Yes.
So these are things that we need to consider. These are things that we need to look into. It's very serious, and it is affecting us seriously. And not only that, go and check these government. Let me mention one thing again. St. Lucia, Barbados, Antigua, these prime ministers get less pay than Andrew Holness. Their member of parliament get less pay than our member of parliament. But look at the representation. Look on the representation that we are getting. Our politicians are some of the highest paid politicians in the Caribbean.
True. They are.
In the third world.
Yes.
In the third world.
Let me ask Andrew Holness something on this program. Let me ask Andrew Holness something. Andrew Holness, now that your administration realized that Jamaica, within a juncture, face crisis proportion, you would have realized now that our main food basket, the parish that deals with our main food basket, right, has been destroyed.
Destroyed, man. Yeah.
Destroyed. So we're going to talk about food insecurity. Let me ask you a question, Andrew Holness. Come on, people to put it out there. Based on our economy as it relates to, right, the situation that we are experiencing, our economy is not viable, Andrew Holness, to carry the load of your 200 and 300% pay that both you and your member of parliament are getting. Mystic Sensation, Lonesome,
yes,
Melting Pot, we are asking you,
cut it.
If you can use your discretion, knowing what we are facing, right, and cut those parliamentarian peers. And not only that, but we are also asking you to do, Melting Pot is asking you, Mystic is asking you, Lonesome is asking you. We are asking you, sir, to size down your cabinet.
Yes, man. Save the country money now.
Save the country and save people who want to be saved.
Yes.
Let me give you an example of a good leader, but we would like you to take a page out of his book. When Ibrahim Traore take over government, Andrew Holness, what he had done, the first thing that he had done, he had slashed government pay 40% from members of parliament. And what he had done with that, Andrew Holness, he had given it to civil workers. Because Ibrahim Traore is a man of art. He's a man who cares. He's a man who cares for his nation to go forward. A man who prefer to know that he stand with a country and build the country economy as opposed to stand by himself and get rich for him, friends, and families. So Mystic Sensation, Melting Pot, and Lonesome, we are appealing to you to look on the current situation that face our Jamaican people. Right now, as we speak, JPS is lining up itself to add more charges to the Jamaican people.
Yes.
I am asking you, Prime Minister, you see and understand what the country is facing. We are asking you to exercise your discretion going forward. And I yield back. Melting Pot.
Yes, Pat.
Yeah, man, and I mean, I have to endorse from my Titan brother just saying, because a cause for concern. Yeah, and I mean, a great cause for concern. Because Jamaica just cannot carry this high level of, wage package for Andrew Holness and him cabinet. It have to size down. It have to size down. Especially in these times. Yeah. But, I only hope that Hurricane Melissa is a wake-up call to all of my Jamaican brothers and sisters. And, I say it because I have been saying to the people in Jamaica on several occasions that the country is in a state of sad affairs. And it relates to the country finance. It's in a bad state of affairs. No, I have never seen this yet. Where a government of a country open a page for donation. I've never seen that.
Criminal. Yes.
I have never seen that.
Yes.
I know organization group can do that, and then government wait for, counterpart internationally to fund them, or them go and get some loan from World Bank or IMF. Yeah. But I know the international community always help out a country when it have such disaster affecting it. Yeah. But here is Andrew Holness government opening up a new, page now for you donate to them, and now come and trying to criticize and abuse and degrade the diaspora and them by saying we are some evil and wicked people.
Yes.
I want to ask Dana Maped Morrison or Morris, where she go with this? She out of order and she rude. She impertinent. You understand? And we don't need she to come address diaspora, because just recently, leading up to the election, we hear say we never regarded, if we even have a seat in the House of Senate. You understand? So, me don't know where them are going with this, but it just show the people them say the country broke. And the government have beg a set up GoFundMe. Basically, you understand? But it's Andrew Holness we attack leading up to the general election, so the country economy are the best since 1962. What can go so? I have never seen this where government, for a country, open up a GoFundMe page. It's bad. So I'm saying to my brothers and sisters in Jamaica, it's time to wake up and take a look at what's happening around you, where our political representative, who is the best paid in the third world country, worldwide, is there basically doing nothing. Nothing. There is no course of action as how them plan to grow the country. Because we don't see it happening. We don't see the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade going outside of Jamaica and seeking investor to come and invest in Jamaica. Right? We see a government that relies heavily on remittance from the diaspora. Yeah, we see a government that relies heavily on borrowing from IMF and World Bank. We see a government that, you know, is all over the place orchestrating fundraising events, like one such that recently took place in Florida, where a young lady by the name of Trisha Bailey was even given an award for hosting a dinner event.
She raised
Yeah.
money for him, you know. Yes.
She raised money for him and she was given an award, order of distinction to do what? To put on fundraising for the government, you get order of distinction. Now I know when it comes to our national award, yeah, honors award, it must be something that is done over a period of time. But this individual only put on one day up and do Holness and sell a ticket, they must be 2,000 per one, and was given an award of order of distinction. Now that just goes to show how desperate Andrew Holness is and how him think, you know, outside of the box to create some scenery that is unsavory to Jamaicans. Because anybody could have done what this individual has done and would not be looking forward to get an order of distinction.
True.
Because, I mean, I want to ask Andrew Holness what had gone into his head to award Trisha Bailey with a National Heroes Day honorary award of order of distinction to put on a dinner party in Florida. Come on, Andrew, you must be kidding me. You understand? But the country broke, so I have to do everything. Yeah. Since Andrew steal the election, you know, Andrew have been on several occasions outside of Jamaica asking for donation for help. But this is the man where we see him and him party, a flange, money all over the place, various amount of thousands just to buy one single vote. Yeah, a man that has used $45 billion that him claim was designed for a spark program with us nothing done sufficiently with that money. We see a $1.4 billion. Them say them claim to take and buy all bus. Yeah, what can go so? Because them bus was bus that was given away. You could get them for free. Yeah. But then, you know, we know the bus them never buy for that amount of money. But we know hear what happened to the balance of the money. So we know the country is in a serious dilemma as it relates to who is running the country. Yeah, this guy has no responsibility that him undertake that will uplift Jamaican life, you know. Everything what Andrew Holness do is to destroy Jamaican life, not to build it. So Andrew them steal all the money that come into the country from whatever means, whether by donor, whether by grant, whether by borrowing, whether by, you know, whatever means where the money are coming, diaspora money are coming. We can't see the money are showing no growth in the country. And we are asked ourselves the question, why? When a country like Jamaica get basically $4 billion every year from diaspora, you know. Yeah? Plus the other rest of things them that involve the country, you know, tax rise in terms of all the various places where them have get them commission from. The hotel sector, the airport, yeah, the wharf, you understand? And corporate tax and land tax and all these things. Yeah. But the country can't rise. Jamaica borrow more than any other country in a third world, you know. But yet still the country can't rise. So we are asked Andrew where the money gone. Why now you have to open a GoFundMe page? Yeah. And you make sure I tell all people say don't give money to certain people because them wicked and evil, it must come to the government. Not no song no sing so. We no want to give money to a chopper government, number one. We don't want to give money to an irresponsible government, number two. We not give money to a liar government, number three, when they get the money say you don't get none. You understand? So we are make sure no say we just involve ourselves in a little pocket, a community them where we have connection with the people them who we know, who we can reach out to. You understand? This is not a government crisis. where it come to diaspora money have to go into government responsibility. No, Andrew. No, Dana. Yeah, we're not wrong with that. An apology must be given to the diaspora as well. Because we not have another I criticize diaspora. You know? No, it can't work. You understand? Some form of credence must be given to the diaspora for that money we want to get annually. So all of a sudden now diaspora are wicked and evil people. Don't never know when I get the $4.10 billion a year time. Too much here now. We never know that. The contribution when the diaspora make to Jamaica is immensely and it must be greatly appreciated. And people like Dana Morris must understand that she need to know what she's referring to when she's talking about people from the diaspora being evil and wicked. She know she has to give an apology for that. An apology must also come from the head of government.
Melting pot, can you read that now?
Read that melting pot.
Hold on there. Because I've got to put on. We read it one here because I don't put on my main screen. Right. I can't see it from
Amber Group, the Jamaica-based technology conglomerate, announced the successful and urgent deployment of the new National Disaster Management.
So at them go up on your new one that at the website we're gonna get money Casita. So all them run out and say them I do this.
Hey,
when this one if we go you know.
I want to see the corruption again.
You see who did you see that
but what on man?
This two players developed the emergency support website in 2019 was following Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica. See that? See that?
All right.
Corruption, them can't get a cent.
Hold on, Lonesome.
Yeah.
How much does it cost for him to do that? That's the question we need to ask. So hold on. Is it that some of the funding that he will be getting in will be now going to Dushi and Savadia to set up that? Hey,
that make it worse. I worry for you, you know.
But what we want to know, being Lonesome, is some of the money that we are getting in now is going to go to Dushi and Savadia. You understand? To set up that. We want to know if Dushi and Savadia, right, business, if Andrew Holness, you understand, is a silent partner in it. If Andrew Holness is a shareholder in Dushi and Savadia business, right?
Because you mean the laundry company?
Eh?
You mean the laundry company where them set up? Yeah,
exactly. Dushi and Savadia now, you understand, is responsible now for set up this program. Can you imagine? This is plain nepotism, plain corruption.
Yeah.
Mighty goodness. Him not even wait. Him can't even wait. Yo, this is sick.
Well, Sir Byron and Wayne, we just have to echo to the people them now, make them know, say, look, this is a scam. This is another scam Andrew and the Labour Party government them orchestrate using a guy named Dushan Chibadia. You understand? No money must go to them website. None. Them a potter cat, them a thief, them a criminal, them not good. Them can't angle money.
Melting pot. We need
them
to know.
Skin rush, them skin full of rush when them see money.
Melting pot. We need to know the contracted amount what Dushi and Savadia is going to be paid to set up this. We want to know that.
All of that. Because everything him do, him get paid. And then them come and tell lies, say it done free.
Exactly.
Because we know where Andrew do, you know. We know where Andrew do. Andrew can't go around we. We know exactly where Andrew do. You understand? This is why them run so quick and fast to set up them website. You understand? For diaspora pour money in it. Because them love US and pound and Canadian, you know. You understand? And who it a go to? A criminal from India. A washer lady. A big nasty washer woman where them import from India. You understand? Because we are echoing to the entire world. this guy is a money launderer in our country. Based on what we see, based on the evidence what we find, you understand, it point to one direction. This guy is too close to Andrew Holness for a guy who just come in our region where they will come under a fictitious circumstance, come as a charity aid worker, end up now as a high-tech technology in our place, telling lies on our group connection. That is the CEO. When research has proved otherwise, yeah, Amber Group was set up long time before this guy even dream of setting up the one in Jamaica. Yeah. So him can't tell about the conglomerate or nothing. You understand? What we need to establish to we as Jamaican is that he has one of the most modern laundry system in the region. Yeah? It wash 24 hours, 24/7. You understand? And we have to highlight this thing to our people. So beware of this website where you hear Dana Maped Morrison come out and talk about diaspora for put money in there and don't get to wicked and evil people. You understand? I want to know who she make reference to in that regard. If it's a group of people or individual, because she need to come out with her, lie them and put them in a straight direction where we can view them better, you know, but we're not fool. We know who she attack. But we are telling people them say, do not send any money to that website. That website is a Ponzi scheme orchestrated by Andrew Holness using figurehead like Maped Dana Morrison to come publicize it. And then have a criminal washer woman named Dushan Chibad to collect it. And we never allow it. Because too much of them bullshit good for nothing. And all it's doing is mashing up Jamaicans, both home and abroad. You know much of money gone down there and gone down to the drain? Eh? When you have $4 billion put in our local economy, and we're talking about US annually, but get disrespect and disregard, and then when you're looking at see what you're doing in the country, you ask yourself then, my God, what am I doing wrong? Because obviously the diaspora do something wrong. But no, it's the government down there do something wrong. The government use the diaspora money and get to them friends to do them illicit trafficking. Because them can't use the Jamaican dollars, you know. So they pour in the foreign exchange, this is how it go do. It not really do the work what it intended to do, you know, what it's sent to do, you know. You understand? Them have it to do them own business. And Andrew becomes so embroiled in this type of activity that him all set up another shell company again. A big nasty laundry company with a big old cranny woman from India. A wash. So my Jamaican, be careful of these fictitious websites coming out under the heading of Jamaican government. Stay away from it. I'm asking you, please stay away from it. It has a virus attached to it and you don't want to catch that virus. You don't want to aid and abet any criminal organization nowhere in the world, much less in Jamaica. And I yield back the floor, my brother.
Right, there, brother.
All
So
right.
we can kick over and gone, you know, already, you know. Brothers, they're going to run again, you know. People,
All right.
tomorrow.
Listen.
Yeah, you're knocking, knockings again. We
All
are.
right, cool.
Oh,
Blessing.
brother, we are.
Blessing.
two about it. 1 a.m.
Start packing because you are going.